All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the anonymous tournament here for Azhi's Colosseum. I'm just going to go over a couple things real quick so you guys know what all is going on here. So this tournament is a 16-man anonymous tournament, meaning that none of the players know who each other is. I am literally the only person that knows who has played and who is playing who. Nobody else even knows who's signed up. For this tournament, it's going to be, like I said, a 16-man tournament. There's going to be no losers bracket. It's all best of threes until the finals, which is going to be a best of five. The prize pool is going to be $100 for first place, $50 for second place, and $25 for third and fourth. Some of the information we're going to be getting out of these guys as we go along is at the end of the round of 16. I've been asking the players just who they think they played and why, and we've already got some pretty interesting and kind of funny answers so far. After the round of 8, I'm actually going to do interviews with the players. I'm going to do like a recording, we'll get an interview, and I'll play those at the end of the tournament so you guys can kind of see like what they had to say about the tournament. I'll have some questions for them. And all of that information is going to be revealed at the very end. So throughout the tournament, we're never going to know who is who. And at the end of the tournament, I'll show the player list. I'm going to give all of the viewers and the players 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, something like that, to kind of guess which players they think are which. And we're actually going to do kind of a small little payout. I'm going to give the top 2 viewer guesses $15. And the top 1 player guess, so the guys that were like in the tournament, because they'll have a little bit more information about each other than you guys, the viewers, will. So we'll get 1 winner from the players and 2 winners from the viewers, and just a little fun way for you guys to make a little bit of pocket change and kind of motivate you to maybe pay attention and kind of figure out who's who. Today is going to be the round of 16 cast. We're going to do it in 2 parts, so today's going to be the first 4 games, and then tomorrow will be the next 4. For this first round, the maps are going to be Radion, Polypoid, and then Dominator in that order. I'm going to do my best, guys, with the production value. I've never done like this kind of organization before. I just kind of like threw everything together real quick before we got this going. Hopefully I don't make too many mistakes, but we are kind of in the infant stages. I'm new to this. We don't have a lot of stuff set up, but it is something we are working on. And then a couple things I want to go over real quick. So at least here on Twitch, if you want to see the bracket, we got exclamation bracket. We'll give you the bracket here. If you guys want to join the Discord and keep up with a lot of the events and stuff that we got going on, you can join the Discord link there. And there you can kind of see what all we got going on. You can just kind of keep up with everything. You can join as a player if you're, you know, pretty confident in your skills. We do have a little bit of a kind of a gatekeeping on the MMR to keep the quality at least relatively decent, but there's a lot of different events for different level of players and stuff like that too. So there's a lot of different ways to get involved. We're also taking like ideas and suggestions and stuff like that. If you have like any crazy or quirky ideas you would like to see in StarCraft, you can kind of run it by the community and we can maybe put something together. And if you enjoy what we're doing here and you want to show support, this is where you can support me. Anything that you guys donate goes straight into the Discord. Like, if you do it through that link, I put it into kind of like a bank account specifically for funding more and more events. So as you put money into this, it's just going to be me giving you more StarCraft in return. Today our casters, to start us off, is going to be Hawk and Keen, 2 Zerg players, but Hawk's kind of a... He's kind of a knowledgeable guy, and Keen, you know, he's been around the scene for a long time too, so a lot of these players kind of know who is who in the foreign scene, so it can be kind of fun, and they're going to kind of, you know, join you guys in speculating who might be who. And then we might have Nomad replace Hawk part of the way through, kind of mix the casters up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to our casters here, and yeah, I'll let them take it away.
What's up, guys? I think Hawk is AFK right now, so I unfortunately will be solo casting for a little bit, but I'm excited to get started. I really like this tournament idea. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, since Hawk's not here yet, I'll help you out here a little bit, Keen.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, we're just getting, we'll just wait a couple minutes here for a couple more people to show up and maybe for Hawk to get here. I think he would to get a little bit to eat before he gets started. We kind of threw him in like last second because Nomad is going to be late. And like I said, he's not gonna be here for the whole thing. But yo, Stage Games and Shafiri, thanks for the follows, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I've been talking to a lot of the players. Like I said, like after their games, I've been asking them, and it's been really fun for two reasons. It's been fun for me. First of all, it's fun to see like some of the people that are really confident, like, oh, it's obviously this person, but then they're wrong. Like that's already funny to me. It's funny to me how much I'm seeing the same person's name show up in a lot of matchups. And then part of it was I was trying to stay in the dark about who the winners are, but before I even looked at the replays, I can already tell who won based on who's the most angry when I ask them who they think they played.
I imagine everyone who lost to a Protoss thinks they lost to Boneth. Everyone who lost to a Terran thinks they lost to Gypsy or something.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. There's like I said, I don't want to say too much because it almost would give it away just by giving answers out. But yeah, the number of times I'm seeing the same names pop up is hilarious to me. And the anger, the rage, I love it too. And there's been some people that give me an answer, and I'll be like, "Well, I was gonna show this on stream. Do you want to reword that, maybe?"
Well, we know Mooney wasn't playing in the tournament at least, so I assume all of it is safe for work.
uh, yeah. Well, I have to do. It's funny you say that. It's not completely safe for work. There's been a little bit of rewording that I've had to do, or like asking them to change a little bit. The real question is, did anyone think they lost to themselves just to confuse you? Oh, well, it wouldn't work for me because I know who's who, right? I know everybody that's in the tournament. For now, we're not going to know who the players are. It's going to be revealed at the very end. The reason I didn't want to give it now, or like even as we go, is because um, by keeping the pool like basically infinite, more or less, like it is within the Discord, but by keeping it large, it makes it harder for them to know who's who. So some of them are like guessing people that aren't even in the tournament, and I actually think that that's also like kind of interesting. And but if I gave them the list like as they went, it would become more and more obvious who they're playing against. So I decided not to give a list even, and I won't do that until the very end. Hang on.
I'm back.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna hand it off to Hawk and Keen, and I can start the game pretty much whenever you guys are ready. So just give me a cue when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever.
Yep.
All right, Zareth versus Malzahar, ZVT.
Yeah, this is a storied classic. Zareth, of course, very popular Zerg player. He was a streamer for a while, but decided to start trying to take the game a little more seriously. He was kind of doing like variety streams, played a lot of fastest, but really tried in BSL, got pretty far a couple times. But of course, he's against Malzahar, a tried and true tested BSL player, perennial round of 8. So it's gonna be a good one. What do you think each player's chances are with their history?
Well, Malzahar is one of the best Terrans in the foreign scene for sure. I mean, just a mechanical powerhouse, very solid build orders. So, and given the fact that it's TVZ, he has an automatic advantage. I mean, you'd have to be kind of, a brain dead idiot to not win TVZ because it's the easiest matchup in the game. So, I think Zareth has his work cut out for him.
Yeah, and I totally agree. How do you think their styles as players and their habits will match up against each other?
I think Zareth is notoriously like a cheesy little gremlin sort of guy. So he's
Yeah,
probably going to go for a mute all in, I would guess. And Malzahar is just so solid. I think he's going to completely rebuff it. It's not going to be an issue for him at all.
I totally agree. Totally agree. Um, he is known for cheese, Zareth, but hopefully he can try and play a little more standard and work on that now that he's taking the game a little more seriously. That is part of his training arc he spoke on stream. And so far we can see it's just a normal hatch first. So that's a good sign. No pool first for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I missed it, but it looks like it's just going to be a regular 2-hatch build, not a 2.5 hatch.
Well, that remains to be seen, but we do see, these drones were sent to the geyser before it was completed, so that's pretty interesting. Not many players know to do that, so he's definitely been studying a little bit of build preparation and optimizations here.
Yeah, something few in the foreign scene do.
That layer was a 252, which is
Not too bad.
pretty good. That's very solid. Definitely
I'm
not getting
actually,
into like Korean optimization territory, but that is very solid overall.
yeah. I'm actually a little curious about. I have a hint as to who this might be actually now. I think Red, and this is based purely on what I heard on stream yesterday, watching Siki versus Artosis. But during the IPSL games they had, during Artosis' interview, he mentioned that he always sees Siki scout the center of the map for BBS or proxy 8 racks before going to scout the rest of the bases. And we did see
Yeah.
Earth did that this game, so potentially it could be Siki.
Yeah, and we've never seen Zeki and Zareth in the same place at the same time. So
That's
that
true.
definitely tracks.
And I think Siki is a big League of Legends fan.
Yeah, he could be. He could be. Um, you know, I, I I think that might just undersell him though. Like I don't want to be rude to say that Zareth is definitely Zeke because I was pegging him more on Soma on his practice alias, but yeah, it definitely could also
Well,
be Zeke really
Siki and Soma
overperforming.
are very close in skill, so
Right,
I don't think it's
right.
underselling.
Yeah.
I do you have any? I can't tell yet who this Terran might be. I have no read on him whatsoever, but he is going for a 3 racks. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, and again, it feels like they had to pick random, right? It feels like they both got their main race because they're both doing builds that you really would only do as a main.
Yeah, I don't think they picked random. I think they only had to have random names so they can be
Okay.
identifiable.
Well, I'll say, based on everything I've seen, I'm like 60% sure Red Zerg is Goose headed.
Because of this bizarre build that he's doing now.
Because his layer timing was good, but he's messing up on like kind of basic things like mineral saturation,
Hmm.
like in the main. So
Does he not have 9 drones in
it's
the
a
main?
clear indicator, you know, of goose headed. It's just like
Oh,
a kind of it's kind of
yeah.
his brand.
He doesn't. Well, no, he's mining. He has 9 drones in the main. That's fine.
Now he does. Yeah, he didn't. He just had that.
But this
What about the Terran though? The Terran, who could that be?
um I think it's kind of hard to tell, but I feel like not many people do this kind of 3 racks builds these days.
Yeah, I have a feeling it might be Sterling. We'll see on the biocontrol. We'll be able to rule that out pretty quick here.
Well, it's not looking good so far, so it very well may be Sterling. I mean, what makes you say that about Sterling though? Because Sterling usually goes for mech blades because his marine medic play
Well,
is
I do
notoriously
see
bad.
him sometimes try bio.
I feel like it's only when he thinks the opponent is much weaker than he is.
Yeah, the other alternative is the Terran could be Moonrai,
Uh,
but we'll
those are
see
the
on
only
that one.
2. Those are the only 2 choices, huh?
Well, Oh, actually, you know what? I think I know who this is.
Oh, tell me.
I think it's Aether.
Really?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not.
What makes you say that?
I mean, his Marines are stimming nicely.
Pretty solid, actually pretty solid M&M control so far.
Yeah, and he has the right uh, factory timing and starport timing.
Not something you would see from Moonray.
Yeah, yeah. And the micro's pretty good. It, yeah, it's got to be either Pandora or Aether. I really got to rule out basically all other Terrans at this point.
These mutas are doing pretty well. Do you really think that Goose is capable of micro like this?
I would hope so because I really hope it's not any other Zerg. Um, that would concern me even more.
Oh no. Okay. Well, fingers crossed.
Um, it could be Kava not giving a shit. That's a possibility, but I'm still going with Goose. And on Terran's side, oh, actually, no, this isn't Goose.
Just demolishing these Marines.
Is it? Is it? I don't know. Maybe
Well,
it is. We need a, like a betting site tracker of like the odds in real time. Can we get like a graphic that like every time the Mutalisk fires and kills a Marine, like the odds of it being one player goes up and the other player, the odds of it being them goes down. And we can have like a real time, it switches between like 60% likelihood versus like 40% likelihood.
That would be nice. Yeah. Get on that, Azhi. Get right on that. But yeah, I don't know. Like, no offense to Goose, but I don't think he's capable of micro like that, taking down like a whole Marine medic force from a player presumably better than him.
Actually, you know what? I think I ruled out one person, but it could be them.
Oh yeah,
because they also randomly don't have drones mining in their main. I think it's PB. I think this is PB.
That would make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think Kavo would do this. And then the person with the vault, actually, you know what? I think it's Exit. Exit loves doing this shit.
He loves doing like mass marine into Valk.
Yeah, Exit just loves making Volk. I don't know if he's a part of this tournament.
We don't know who is. We don't have any information on that whatsoever. Terran's moving out right now, and this is looking pretty scary with those two Valks. I think Zerg might just be completely dead.
The only thing with Exit is, would he be allowed in the tournament? Because it's kind of messed up because his skill level is so much higher than the rest of the participants that it would be a little unfair. Do you think they would allow that, or is that getting too meta?
That's a good point. I mean, Exit is one of the best players of all time. So
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this was open to everyone or if there was an MMR limit. And I guess the Zerg also had perfectly timed lurkers though. So more and more, I'm leaning towards not being Goose.
Yeah, I think it's PB on the Zerg. I really do. I think it's PB.
Do you think does PB usually make random hatcheries at his natural? Like, I don't really understand this one. I've never seen PB do that before.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know why you would ever do that, but why not?
Well, the only time I've ever done that is if I think it's mech and I want to SimCity.
Yeah. But there's a benefit in that, like, late game. Sometimes, like, your units late game, if you keep things open, can run off into the map and die. And so a lot of times, if you can just block in your entire army,
yeah,
it protects them.
Very, very good point. Yeah, we have to protect our units against their own worst interests.
When you think like, I should be doing things with all these units. No.
That's a really, I'm gonna start doing that in my own games, because one of my big problems is I always like all my units always die.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I start blocking my units in, that can
And
happen.
we do see the wall, started almost there. There's only 2 gaps left. So I imagine that'll be filled in shortly.
It's looking like he's placing another building there, I think.
And wow,
Oh,
there's a double expansion. These are both pretty good players. These are really good expansion timings. Wow, D-Matrix. That is not going to work with the number of lurkers that he has no idea how many there are. But that
maybe
is
this.
really cool. And
Oh my gosh! Wow, this is doing a lot better than I expected. I think maybe our Terran might not have realized that you can stack lurkers. Maybe he thought it was only one lurker.
yeah, I think that was a huge throw by Terran. But, oh, Zerg moved everything away. You're not supposed to do that. And now Terran could potentially get a big punish here, and yeah, you can already see it. And he forgot he has some lurkers for drop defense. I don't think he even remembers he put those there. Uh, Definitely happens. Yeah, he definitely forgot about those.
Yeah, I forget about units that are right on my screen all the time.
Well, it's not on the screen, so I think Zerg is pretty high level, so they use these F keys. And the problem with using
Oh,
F keys a lot and relying on them is even pro players, if some Arma units is just outside of like the F key screen location, they just kind of forget they exist. It happens to even the pros.
I
And you
see.
can
Yeah.
kind of see like on the third when he hits F4, he doesn't get vision of any of the well, you got to move it up a little bit, but yeah, like that. He doesn't actually have vision of any of the lurkers he put.
Hmm. Good point. Good point. Yeah, I'm sorry. I haven't gotten to that lesson in StarCraft Academy yet.
Yeah, forgetting about units. Yeah.
No. The F keys. I don't. Never heard of those before.
Do you still not use them?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, one benefit is that you're much less likely to actually forget about units like that. I'm being completely serious. It's purely like an FQ usage thing. Well, he's getting rid of the Muta stack and up to 4 bases, so I gotta give it to Terran here. He's gonna start making battle cruisers soon. 4 base setup. This is gonna be
That's kind
so
of wild.
hard.
He has a Wraith queued after his battle cruiser. Um, I've never really seen Wraiths late game. It's it seems maybe it was just a misclick or something, because I feel like you would always rather have like any other starport unit actually than Wraiths late game.
You know, I was kind of not paying attention or trying to guess who Terran was because they opened with like the most boring build possible.
Hmm.
But I do wonder whether it's like a really strong Terran, possibly. Like I don't know if Pandora plays Valk builds, but I think Pandora can play late game like this, but not many Terrans that we know of can. And I don't know if Pandora ever plays Valk.
I don't know. I haven't played him in a long time. I do know he is very, very, very boring. Like, you know, completely standard macro player. So, but it's not like Valks are non-standard, right? I mean, what do you think about Artosis? Do you think this is possibly Artosis?
No. This
No,
is
no, no.
the reaction time is yeah, it's not Artosis. But I was thinking, it's possible, and I'm being completely serious. It actually is possible it could be Gypsy.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
With
Because his late game is actually pretty good, but maybe the APM is a little low and starting to
yeah,
bloat minerals a little.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. The APM, I feel like Gypsy probably has. Well, his APM is actually getting up into the
Oh,
300s
well.
now. While
Yeah,
we're
actually,
speaking.
it legitimately could be Gypsy, by the way. I think it's either Gypsy or Pandora.
Do you think that? Okay, I feel like it's
But
much
I
more
don't
likely
think
to be
Pandor
Pandor.
plays Volk. I don't know though. But yeah, these types of like attack. Wow, the Terran's really good.
Yeah, that was amazing. Um, takes a lot of guts to just go in against 5 lurkers like that, but he called it right. I mean, Zerg wasn't really paying attention, got completely destroyed by that D Matrix, and loses his 4th. So it's not looking
Yeah.
good for our Zerg.
Well, the worst thing you can do in TVZ is to hesitate. You know,
Yeah.
going for these attacks, it normally almost always works out well, so long as you uh, go quickly and don't
Mhm.
hesitate with it, and just micro correctly and react to what happens in the fight.
Okay. Well, so you heard it here first, folks. Hawk's tip for winning: don't hesitate and play well.
Well, yeah, if you scan 5 lurkers, you just gotta go because it can be really bad if you start to like overthink and then you get time for a defiler to show up through the nidus and then you
Yeah.
kind of screwed.
Yeah. Um, I think your call on PB, I agree with that 100% now, because PB does love doing this Hydro Lurk late game.
Yeah, yeah, it's PB definitely on the Zerg side. And on the Terran side, it's either Pandor or Gypsy. I don't know of any other Terran who has this late game,
Hmm.
to be perfectly honest. But I'm leaning towards Pandor with like
Yeah.
a Volk opening.
Um, yeah, I would lean towards Pandor just because I mean
Yeah.
he's very solid, clearly very solid.
Oh, okay. I guess a question because Pandora is a little bit of a unique case. Just because we use like the umbrella term of Pandora, but he's really like multiple separate player versions. Do we need to guess like the exact player version, or can we just say, he's for example, like Stockfish has like 16 versions. Do we need to like guess Stockfish 1, 2, 3, 8,
Well,
10,
what are
or
your versions of
can we just
Pandor?
say
I'm curious about this.
Pandora has 42 different versions, each stronger than the last.
Uh-huh.
But we don't know which version update he's running right now.
Well, I think this is a pretty recent update. I mean,
You
he's
think it's
playing
the
pretty
newest
solid.
build? Do you think he would do
I
that?
think it might be the newest build of Pandor, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Pandor plays so solid. I've always thought he might just be an AI, actually. But I was never brave enough to say it.
Yeah, well, I just have to say it because I just think there's no way he's not. It just seems so clear to me.
Mm-hmm. Only an AI could play like Pandor.
Right, right.
He is falling apart at the seams a little bit with this late game multitasking, so I definitely don't think it's Gypsy.
Yeah, yeah. I am ruling out Gypsy now because while the expansion timings are right, his macro is keeping up. His micro kind of started to fall apart, which Gypsy's pretty good about that in the late game, keeping up with it.
Yeah, insane mechanics.
But
75
still, this
SCV.
is easily one of the best TVZ late games in the entire foreign scene, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of foreigner Terrans, to be fair, but
No, there is. It's just not a lot of them are good at the late game TVZ.
oh
Like,
yeah.
Gypsy is probably the best at it. Then probably like Terror or Dandy, and then actually probably Pandora is next somewhere there.
Even
So
better
he
than
is
someone
actually
like Ultra, you
legitimately
think?
one of the best TVZ late games.
Interesting. You put him above like Ultra.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. High praise.
I mean, not at all parts of the game, but I'm just saying specifically
Just in
game.
late game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're in for a long haul this game. Terran is splitting the map. Got a little mech switch going on.
Yeah, in it for the long haul. Yeah. Yeah, they said that about Artifact. You hear about that card game?
I did hear about it. I totally
Yeah.
forgot about it.
That's the phrase they used. They said, we're in it for the long haul. You know what they did?
What did they do? Tell
They
me.
canceled the game.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Why
it's
did
their
they
long
do that?
haul.
Why did they cancel it?
Yeah, I mean, let's not. I mean, nobody played it. That's why. But like,
Oh,
does that
oh,
really matter if they're in it for the long haul and for the passion and the love of the game?
uh-huh. Well, it kind of matters. That seems like a pretty good reason to cancel it, actually.
Well, they're in it for the long haul, though. Ever considered that?
Well, everyone else wasn't in it for the long haul. We betrayed them as a community.
Yeah, maybe so. Terran is letting Zerg back into the game, letting them get the 4 base and getting the supply up. I always say in this matchup, CBT, Zerg is in the game so long as it's late game and they're above 100 supply. And so
Yeah,
really anything can happen here.
yeah. ZVC late game is kind of like almost guerrilla warfare, right? It's like even though you may be far behind the Terran in supply, you can just send out these constant little groups of usually Ling Ultra. Um, I don't really know exactly how the Hydra Lurker style takes late game, honestly, but um, these small little groups that you send out all over the place with defilers can do devastating damage and just chip away, chip away, chip away, and it's really hard for Terran to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, Hydra Defiler does okay late game. It definitely does not lose as hard to like gas differential. So if you go Ultra and you get behind in gas compared to Terran, you just really don't have a win condition against a good Terran because they just start massing BCs or vessels.
Mm-hmm.
But at least in this one, you don't have to deal with that. And that's like the one upside when playing this style at late game. Pretty much everything else is worse, but
Gotcha.
you do have that.
We see a huge tank army coming out now. I mean,
Yeah, and that's part of why it's worse is really you don't have an answer for tanks.
yeah.
You don't have that great of an answer for PCs even. Or vessels.
Sounds like maybe it's just not that great of a build.
It is, but you really gotta. It's more of like a timing attack thing. So you'll notice when a lot of players try this build, they'll pretty much always push out around 15 minutes,
Yeah.
which is 3 minutes earlier than when ultras hit. So that's like the idea, is that it
It's not
has
an
a lot
ultra
more
build.
map presence earlier, and you can always transition into ultras later. But it's really nice to be able to tack onto the map that early.
That makes a lot of
Now,
sense.
look at this. I mean, this is just once the tanks start to spread out, how do you deal with this?
I
Well,
don't
without
know.
ultras, you really can't. And even with ultras, it's hard.
Yeah, this is a lot of tanks. Anytime you see this many tanks, it's always not a good feeling as Zerg. Tanks, their range, their damage, they're just so oppressive. Even with Swarm, units will still die before they even get there.
So,
Yes,
do you have
sir.
any final answers? I think the game is about to conclude with a
I
Terran victory.
I would put my money on PB versus Pandora. I think that is a
Yeah.
good guess. I'm
Yeah.
especially confident about the Zerg being PB.
And don't worry. I really don't mind that. You're copying my answer. I think that's a compliment.
Yeah, it is a
Anything.
compliment. I mean, yeah, mimicry is like the sincerest form of flattery,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It is. And call me flattered.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're okay with it. I'm glad you're not making me pick the wrong answer.
But no, I totally agree. This is just like classic Pandora PV. I'm pretty certain on it.
I think it's likely Pandora. I mean, I feel like Terrans are all kind of the same.
The only other Zerg it could be is Kava, but I have a feeling it's PB. On Terran, I'm pretty certain now. It's Vanguard.
I'm very confident it's PB because I don't think I've seen Kava do Hydro Lurker that much, and PB goes Hydro Lurker like every game.
Yeah.
That was
I'm just
the big...
I'm giving like a 10% Kava, but like 90% PB here.
And also, I think Kava's late game is a lot better than this, honestly.
And there's the GG. Well, I've got to take a break for a bit, so if Nomad wants to step in, I am only the substitute. We have a much more talented and more handsome caster on his way now.
And taller.
Taller too. Taller too.
Get him bug. Nice.
More successful.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, everyone knew it was true. But
yeah, maybe you can like rotate in and out with him as you want or something, because definitely loving the commentary. And y'all made me very aware of something. There's not really anything to talk about in the beginning because nothing's happening and we can't say anything about the players. So I didn't really foresee that problem. But you
don't
guys,
worry,
yeah, you guys killed it.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear Azhi, but
yeah,
he was simply reflecting on a problem with the format, and we came up with a solution. Don't worry, we will create backstories for these players during the early game. Every time, it'll be a trend now. But all right, I'll hop off and let Nomad jump in for the next one.
All right,
watch on stream.
Okay, we're gonna get Nomad in here. Appreciate it, Hawk. Glad Hawk could step in for at least one game. I love that. That was fantastic. You guys BSing about the players to try and fill was perfect. That's good. Good stuff. What round are we on? I'm not sure what you mean. It's the round of 16. This is just the first game of the round of 16 currently. First series. Yeah, you guys had a pretty good dynamic. We're just gonna wait for Nomad to join the call. And then we'll continue. Yo, what's up, Jin Jin?
Oh, you know, we didn't consider the Terran might have been Jin Jin.
He does like to do tanks in the corner, huh?
Yeah.
What's the watermark? It's that's gonna be it's my logo, but I'm using it to block the replay progress.
We can actually tell it wasn't Jin Jin because the Terran was decisive in attacking and wasn't complaining about how his battlecruisers weren't doing anything.
He didn't quit from a winning position when he saw the first Ultralisk. That's how you know it wasn't Jin Jin.
Jin Jin, I've literally seen you complain about how your battlecruiser wasn't doing anything when it had like 40 kills. I was in the call when that happened, man.
Oh, Nomad. It's perfect too, because I can imagine some of the players are hearing this, and it's like, like back and forth on, I think it's this person. Oh, that micro was bad. I think it's this person. Well, that was pretty good. Maybe it's this person.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad. We were kind of ragging on Goose a little bit. Poor Goose.
You were ragging on him, but it was like like that episode of The Office. You ever watch The Office?
Yeah.
There's one episode where I don't remember exactly what he said, but he like compared like Andy Bernard to like Phyllis or something, or maybe it was Dwight. I don't remember exactly what it was, and he said I meant it as a compliment to Phyllis as well as a slight to Dwight or whatever it was. It's kind of like that.
Hmm.
Office spoilers, yeah, true. God,
It's too soon, man. Too
too
soon.
soon. Sorry guys, we're just waiting on Nomad. I can't cast because I know the players, and it's guaranteed, knowing me, that I'll accidentally spoil. Like I'll call them by name. Like it's just gonna
God,
happen on my
Nomad.
cast.
So fucking unreliable, man.
It is crazy. He was literally just talking like 3 minutes before that replay ended.
I can't wait to hear Nomad's TVZ knowledge. I've talked to Nomad a lot, been on voice calls a lot with him, and I really don't hear him talk about the actual game that often. So
That's actually what was really interesting to me about when Nomad messaged me saying that he wanted to cast and give it a shot. I was like, I thought exactly the same thing. I was like, I have never heard Nomad say anything about like game flow or game like anything. He just plays.
yeah,
So I'm really curious what he'll have to say.
I wish he would share it with us.
But I guess while we're waiting for Nomad, I'll go over things because a lot of people have been asking questions. So I'll just do a little reminder here of the rules. So a lot of people are asking if we have a player list or when it's going to be revealed. So there is no player list. The reason I didn't include a player list is because if I did, then a lot of the players that are in the tournament would recognize as they're going like, oh, it's definitely this person, etc., right? So I want to keep it as hidden as possible from all the players. And the other reason, well, that's the reason I'm doing that. The reason I'm not going to reveal players as we go is because at the end of the tournament, we're going to have a little section so that you, the viewers, I'm going to give you the player list when the tournament ends, and then I'm going to give you guys like 5 or 10 minutes to kind of put together, like try and mix and match the players, and send me your guesses, and the top 2 guesses will get like a $15, little bonus prize or whatever for guessing correctly. And I'm also planning on, so I got a little bit of extra information as we've been going. I've been asking players after they played, like who they think they played and why. And I'm going to be revealing that like at the end of the term as well. Like as I reveal the players, I'll be like, these are the 2 guys that played. This is what they said after the game. I'm also going to be doing interviews for the round of 8 winners, like actual in-call interviews. And then I'll have those videos to play at the end of the tournament as well. So you can kind of see what the players are feeling from their perspective. Because I've had a couple people tell me it's pretty interesting already because it's like I give them a time so they have no contact with each other. I'm the middleman completely. So I'm getting like their availability and then I'm picking a time for them without giving away like time zones or anything as best I can. And then I have them create a lobby. I give them a set of instructions. And it's like they create a game and then their opponent shows up and they just play each other. And they're like, it's kind of interesting because it's like a ladder game against an unranked player, except you know that you know who the person is. So it's kind of a really weird dynamic.
Man, I can't wait to hear those video interviews. I think those will be really interesting.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I've been thinking up a few different questions to ask. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Of course, Nomad is just nowhere to be found. He's typically such a reliable guy.
He is notoriously reliable. I'm shocked that he's not showing up for this. Maybe we could get Hawk back in here?
Maybe. He did say he needed to go, so I'm not sure. Nomad. Get Hawk back with Keen. I know they actually had such a good dynamic. Well, I've run out
Maybe
of
Worse
filler.
could pop in if Hawk isn't available.
Worse, you want to come cast a game with with Keen? While we wait for Nomad again, I'm sure he'll come back and leave between the game again.
Nomad probably did the classic Brood War player thing, which is like, even though he has like a tournament obligation, he just like he fired up like a ladder game. He's like, oh, I got 3 minutes, no problem. And he's just in a ladder match right now.
He probably is in a ladder game, actually.
This is what, like, every time I've tried to like schedule something with like my BWCL team, all these fucking screwballs always they just join ladder games like right before the tournament time, and I'm like, oh my god, we're going to forfeit this, guys. Like, why did you do this?
Mana dog.
NAKR is pretty good about that, actually, but it's been a problem on other teams that I've been on.
Did you see? It took me a second to get this joke that Mana Dog made. Did you see the? Did you watch the games between Nomad and Zeke for the Kings challenge?
No, I haven't yet.
He said maybe he was hoping at Zeke 3 minutes is all he needs. Yeah, because the first game he went 12 Nexus versus 9 pool. You know how he does those Nexus builds that he does.
Yeah, I mean, I've won against him with 9 pool because of the same thing before. I don't know why he does it so often. I feel like you should just go 9 pool against Nomad always. You have like a 50% chance to win straight up. He's such a greedy little guy.
Man, I would start the game, guys. I really wouldn't be able to bounce off of Keen the way Hawk was, since I know the answers. That's like the only thing. I wouldn't be able to do like proper filler. So just trying to get somebody in here. Nomad just disappeared in the middle of me talking to him. It's fantastic.
Worse, get your ass in here.
Gypsy is live.
Come on, man. Well, if Gypsy is live, then it means this Terran definitely can't be Gypsy, because there's no way they could be playing at the same time, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. That's definitely how it works right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're learning important lessons today, if nothing else.
You can't trust. You can't trust a Nomad.
Yeah, maybe it's my fault at the end of the day.
Oh, maybe I could ask Moonray. Oh,
Nomad, you're killing me, man.
I'm sorry, fellas. I thought Hawk was gonna take over.
No,
Hawk said he
he
had to
was
go.
filling until you got back. He couldn't stay.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna start the game. You guys go ahead and do your thing. I'll mute again.
All right. What was the matchup of the first game?
it was a ZVT. So Hawk and it seemed like you were listening, right?
For a second.
Oh, okay. Well, Hawk and I came to the conclusion that we're pretty sure that the Zerg is PB and the Terran is Pandor. And people in the chat are saying that your mic is a little low. And
All
I
right.
missed.
How's
when I
that?
speak.
Is that better?
I don't know. Okay, so I actually missed the map. It looks like this is just Polypoid though. So you got the Zerg, possibly PB, bottom left, and possibly Pandora, bottom right.
So, okay, you think this is Pandora and PB?
Yeah, Hawk was very, very confident about Pandora. I'm less confident about Pandora, but I think it's 100% PB. I don't think it could be anyone else, just because of the way that he played last game. I know you never watch, you never study anything. You just smash your head against the wall and play, and don't ever think about anything. But if you have ever watched, one of the numerous group calls that we've been on, the PB always goes Hydro Lurker late game.
Gotcha.
And that's what this Zerg did.
Yeah, I don't know enough about TVZ to talk any shit, so I'm gonna reserve all that for you.
Oh, well, I think you can talk shit regardless of your level of knowledge. I mean, that's what I've always done.
That's fair. You know what? I will talk some shit then.
Good. Yeah, glad to hear it.
But before I do, question, and I've always kind of wondered this, is the scouting pattern for Overlords different ZVT than like ZVP? Like, does it matter? Same shit?
It's pretty much the same generally. The only time it kind of changed... So sometimes Zergs will be a little cheeky, and it also depends on the map terrain and if there's like high ground that they can hide on with their overlords. So sometimes Zergs will go for an opportunistic scout in the opposite direction just so they can cover both bases. They can have their second overlord go to the close natural, right, and they can safely send their overlord to the farther natural, and they'll be able to have an overlord scouting both 2/3 of the map, right?
Yep, that makes sense. All right.
But yeah, for most cases, it's just the same. Polypoid is an interesting map in that for overlord scouting, because it's there's all these high grounds where potentially PB's second overlord is right now, right? That looks like a really good place for it, but it's actually really vulnerable there. It can just get sniped if the Terran realizes that there's an overlord there. It's like a noob trap almost.
Gotcha.
Which I fall for every time, even though I know that it can die. I always put it there, and then it dies.
Can that overlord tell that there's no command center? Has it gone in far enough?
I don't think. Oh, he should be able to tell. Yeah. Right. So this is really interesting. This is a 2-port Wraith. I don't think I've ever seen Pandora go 2-port Wraith actually. So this is really making me question.
Exit. Yeah, I think. Yeah. This is exit. Yeah.
That was Hawk did mention exit, because exit likes to do those Valk builds, and exit likes to do a lot of funky bullshit.
Well, I mean, there's just some sloppy mining, and just overall looks sloppy. Just feels a bit like exit.
Yeah, exit is definitely a little slopper.
A little slopster. That's what it feels like to me. So,
the fact that kind of a misstep not getting the sunken up earlier. I maybe he wasn't paying attention. His overlord was technically in vision. He should have realized that there wasn't a CC, but I think he was caught a little unprepared.
Yeah, and he didn't see the barracks lights on, so you have to kind of assume, it's got to be a tech, right?
Yeah.
Or 1-1 or whatever.
But his Spire is already almost finished, so I'm not sure that this 2-port Wraith is honestly going to do very much. Might get a couple drones, maybe an overlord.
I guess if he finds both if he finds the lords, it could compound, I guess.
Is that what you call them, the lords?
Yeah, the lords.
That's kind of an elegant way to refer to them.
Yeah, I think so. I think
it almost sounds more regal than overlord for some reason.
He's not going for him though, Keen. He's throwing
just
this away.
Wants those drones,
which is just further confirming that this is exit.
Yeah, you think exit would always go for the drones?
Yeah. I got 2 of them.
This is doing a lot more damage than I expected.
What's that mine for?
Map vision. This is a very strange build. I'm not gonna lie. Going for mines right after Tipor Wraith.
Yeah.
It's
So,
usually
like,
not something that you would waste your gas on.
I think that's a mind game. It's a flex. That's what that he's trying to get into his head with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Interesting. Yeah, well, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, lending more.
Well, he
more
just saw those
towards...
slings go by, so that's something, right?
Sure. Yeah, totally. But yeah, the fact that this build doesn't make any sense is really making me think exit.
You think he did a nice little ling split there?
I think, yeah, wow, interesting that he's getting carapace. Even against Wraith, I would think you usually go, maybe he's expecting fast Valkyrie or something, which again could be a possibility, a really bad one. I think PB is going to crush this.
Who won the
At least he
first
should.
game?
The Terran.
The Terran. All right.
Yeah.
You think this is PB? I don't know.
I mean, so Hawk's other idea was maybe Kava. Like,
I don't think it's Kava.
I think Kava is more solid than this.
Yeah,
I think he has a more solid late game.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anyone. But the fact that this 2-port Wraith did, I mean, he killed 2 Overlords and 2 drones. Not too bad, but like, he's kind of falling off now. Like,
right, he gave up a good command center timing for 2 drones and 2 Overlords. Is like what it looks like to me.
Yeah, his expansion is very late. He's not really doing anything else with these. Like, if he commits into the Zerg space right now, I think Zerg will catch all of these. Just wipe this out. Like, oh my god. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a huge mistake by the Zerg. He should have been able to catch those, just rush them down with patrol micro and kill all those Wraiths. That's pretty disappointing. And he hasn't even... I guess he's just going to try to rush a counterattack here, but I think there's enough turrets, and the Zerg is going to lose a bunch more drones because Terran went right back.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Terran isn't actually attacking the main. And a good idea by the Terran not mining from his natural, so he doesn't lose any SCVs.
Well, hold on. He's got those mines over there too.
What do you think they're gonna do in the fight?
It's got to be something, right? Or they just simply wouldn't be there.
Yeah, that makes that's yes, that's how things work. So this is kind of an interesting game state. They're basically trading bases, except Terran isn't losing any SCVs. He's just losing his starports. And okay, well, he finally got Burrow. That's good. Burrow is pretty necessary. I don't know why he keeps fighting these Wraiths with like 1 mute at a time.
He doesn't have any.
Completely out of resources. Yeah. Interesting.
I think
Whoever this is, I feel like they don't have a lot of experience playing against 2-port Wraith.
I think this is Goose versus Exit.
You think? Okay.
I do.
So we thought it was initially it was Hawk actually that called Goose because the early play was very sloppy, but then we decided that it probably wasn't Goose later on because the micro was really good. Yeah. But maybe it could be Goose. I do see Goose often, like he actually has like okay mechanics.
Hold on,
a lot of the time,
those lines right
but
here.
his decision making is very suspect.
He's still not mining. This is crazy.
Yeah, these drones have been. I don't know why he's mining gas right now. Maybe for Scourge.
Holy shit! There's 25 turrets in his base.
Well, Terran is kind of. Oh yeah, okay. This is
See
a
where-
classic goose move. Classic goose move is forgetting that you rally drones and having the drones act as scouts for the Terran.
He's clearing the mines.
So the thing, drones actually don't trigger mines.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, no workers do, huh?
Well, it doesn't make much sense, right? That like, so it can be. It's one thing if the unit is like hovering. There's some sort of hoverboard technology that the drones are using to not trigger the mines. But once they burrow, once they go into the ground, wouldn't that trigger the mine? You think?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, it really pisses me off when games aren't 100% realistic. I mean, most of the time, StarCraft is incredibly realistic, but occasionally there are just these unit interactions. Man, it just gets me.
Makes no sense. Yeah. Does it look like they're both kind of stabilizing a little bit, or is Terran just way ahead now? Can't
Yeah,
tell.
not as ahead as you would think. I mean, his his expansion was like so late that he is pretty low on drones. Still being a goofy little guy with these race.
Those wraiths are getting a lot of value. A lot.
Yeah.
More. He is still upgrading mutas. So he's got +1 armor and he's getting +1 attack, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Finally
He's
gonna
just
nip this wraith problem in the bud. This is a fine reaction to what he has correctly scouted as just a mech transition. And he knows he killed the starports, so he can safely just keep going mass muta for quite a while now. It's going to be a while before Terran can like stabilize and get enough gas to get. Well, actually, oh, he's making more Valkyries now. Okay, interesting. This is actually really bad for the Zerg, I think. Never mind. I was going to say it's going to take him a while to get to vessels. Zerg can, if he can snipe the Valkyries with like well-controlled Scourge, then it's not so much an issue because mutas against Goliaths are actually really good.
Yeah.
You can generally just go mass muta until they start making vessels, and then you have to go into like Hydra Queen.
Right. They don't do full damage to mutas, right? It's like a
No, they don't. Yeah, they basically tickle them. Like one thing about Zerg versus Mech is that like Mech is a really strong build, but Zerg has like an early and mid game advantage in the sense that like before Goliath range is done and before they get their +1 upgrade, they kind of tickle mutas, and turrets also kind of just tickle mutas, so you can just kind of dive mineral lines and kill a bunch of SCVs. But I think he could have maybe he couldn't have really fought that. He needs to what he needs to do right now is stop bleeding mutas and cut off the reinforcements and just wait for like a critical mass. I think he could even sack this natural, honestly. I mean, it's not even finished, so he can just cancel it. And if he can kill, well, catching that would be really good. But I don't think he's got it. But if he can kill this whole army, he's still in a pretty good position. Pretty disappointing drone saturation on the third, though. Zerg against Mech really needs a lot of drones. You want to be able to just quickly pump out, because you're going to have to be like quickly replenishing your army and trading with Terran. I don't really.
I think he'll clean these up, trying to go up the ramp, right? Or he's just going to come in.
Yeah, I guess he's just going to attack now. He should actually. I think this is fine. I just hope that he cancels those Sunkens.
Wow. Hey, Goliath. do terrible against mutas. That was really bad. Well, the 1/1 is really nice though on his mutas.
Yeah. He went double armory though, so he's already 1/1 on his mech as well. Kind of crazy that even though he was on one base for so long, he had the gas to do that. Terran makes me so angry, man. It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, luckily for Zerg, he's only got 3 factories, so.
Yeah. Well, 4.
Oh, 4. Yeah.
I mean, close enough.
Yeah, but is that really much more at 16 minutes? I think
It's one more. It's one more than 3.
Okay, it's one more. Got it. Is do we have a Queen's Nest for Zerg? No, just going to Hydra after this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, saving that drone is nice. He really needs another expansion. Even if he took his mineral only, I think it'd be worth it. But if he can get this CC, that'll be great. Vessel already out. That's scary. Not a very good irradiate though.
I think he can kill all these Goliaths though. Yeah. And I think Terran's gonna mine out before long. His main looked pretty sparse.
So that was really good until he went into the natural. I think that was a mistake. With all those turrets and the bunker, getting a little too ahead of himself. Yeah, I'm not sure what the mining is looking like. Oh my gosh, that is way too few drones. This saturation is really bad. He should probably have like 50 drones by now. He is taking the mineral only, like I said, and he's trying to clear out these vultures. So that's a step in the right direction. But he really needed like 50 drones like 2 minutes ago, and he should have like 3 more hatcheries just like pumping out hydras right now. And oh my gosh, these vultures are gonna get in here, kill a few more drones. Not the end of the world, but it's just pouring salt into the wound a little bit. 4 drones dead. Terran, it does look like you mentioned, Terran is going to be mining out from the main in a little bit, but that natural was taken so late. He can rely on that for a while. And I'm not sure if the Zerg is going to even scout this 3 o'clock expansion. The Terran can't really defend it right now, but
yeah, he just doesn't have an answer for the mutas. He just has too many. Is he making more vessels? What's he doing in his main right now? Is he going Valkyrie? Oh, vessels. All right.
Yeah, vessels are the best choice. You have to assume that the Zerg is going to start making hydras, and vessels are just good all-around units, like in any situation, really. If you get caught with your pants down, you have a bunch of Valkyries, and they have like 30 hydras. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yep. He's just thinking it's pure muta, so he's not making any tanks. I don't even know if he's got siege mode, so I don't think he's got an answer for hydras once he fully
Probably not.
switches. Yeah.
But we're finally getting some extra hatcheries up, which is nice. But yeah, the drones came like it's kind of too little, too late. I think. Terran is also pretty low eco, so there's that. But Terran is just going to scale far harder than Zerg into the late game. And if we're not getting queens, and we don't have this like huge economy chugging along, it's going to be really hard for Zerg to keep up or ever win. Like we still only have 7 drones at our third. 7 drones that are mineral only. 7 drones that are natural. Not great. Not great.
Really, really low.
And he's not even really spending. Neither player are spending their money. They are supply blocked right now. I don't want to. I was about to say like maybe the replay is broken or something, but I think this is just, you know, the foreigner special. Is the replay broken, or is it a foreigner?
So do we still think this is PB and Pandora, or have you changed your
I think that you're right. Actually, I think with this bullshit build, like I don't think
Yeah.
Pandora would have ever done a build like this. I think it might be PB. I'm feeling less confident because I feel like PB is just a better player than this in general. But I think he also doesn't play versus stuff like this very often. He's not really a ladder player, so he might just not be used to playing against this. And he's just kind of out of sorts, a little confused. Like, PB basically only plays against Doodle and Pandora. And Doodle and Pandora play, like, the exact same every game.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't watch much ZVT, so can't really place either of them. But yeah, I still think it's exit on Terran, and it's either PV or Goose. I think it's Goose. I do.
Maybe. I just don't think Goose is capable of the level of play from the first game.
What's going on at his yeah.
Sorry, Goose, if you're listening. I know it sounds personal, but you know, it's.
Well, it sounds personal because it is.
Yeah.
We're both sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Gonna go up and kill that now. I just feel like Terran never had enough factories to get a critical mass going, you know?
Yeah.
Does he have any tanks? Or is
I
this
don't think so.
Yeah. What's the, do we have any upgrades on that? 1-1 on the Hydras already. Yeah, this is not looking good.
Yeah, pretty good upgrades for the Zerg. Now cleaning these expansions up, I feel like it's going to be pretty hard. He's finally getting up to like a decent amount of drones. And surprisingly, he has way more gas than minerals. He's still... I think he's in a fine position because Terran is only... Like, I don't even know if his main gas is mined out. He's almost mined out from his natural... And he just has that mineral only. Oh my god! And those turrets.
He's got 7 SCVs mining it right now. They're taking the long route. So.
Oh god. Some of the best foreign play.
Yeah.
Possible here.
We're starting off hot. I mean, we're only going to get lower than this as we go. So.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I don't know exactly who these players are, but I do know that they're clearly the best of the best.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty much over. I think it's going to go to game 3 for sure.
Yeah, I can't see Terran coming back. Do we have a hive yet for Zerg? Just start. Well, almost done. All right.
Mm-hmm. Zerg is going to be facing a resource problem of their own pretty soon.
Terran's 2-3. If he just had tanks, get a somewhat of a critical mass.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't make any tanks at all. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
That's
this
too
is
many
good,
Hydras,
but I think it's simply not enough.
Yeah.
And once this gets cleared, he'll probably leave. Shockingly bad macro, even though he's running out of resources in his main and natural, he still has a fucking shitload of resources. Sorry, I have to remember not to curse so much, because
yeah.
Well, it's ruin Ozzy's.
It's shocking. It's shocking to see. So I don't blame.
It's shocking. Yes.
You know, it's like, how have we mined so little, or so little minerals, but have such a big bank at the same time with so few units? So I understand kind of where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's just
Got a spotter drone
surprising,
on that ramp.
shocking,
Like that.
confusing.
Yeah. It's a spotter drone now. So
Yeah, it's good so he can see the vultures coming up his ramp.
yep. Do a cancel if he needs to ahead of the game, you know.
Yeah,
Like it.
if that drone dies, then he can replace it with another drone from across the map. Obviously, he's going to keep that as a spotter drone. Let's see. Maybe Terran can still like grab a foothold here, but it looks like Zerg is going to come clear out these expansions again.
Yeah, maybe
I
if
feel
you
like-
had
Oh,
mines and tanks up on that ramp, maybe he could secure that. But
yeah, but this is
I mean,
just Terran's MO, right? Like they just fucking plant CCs around the map and they don't give a shit. And most of the time they don't even get punished for it because they're fucking Terran. They can do whatever they want.
I think Zerg is maybe feeling bad for Terran, just letting that expansion in the top live. I don't know. Or
Yeah.
did he drop something up there? No, he dropped something up there.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I wonder why he would have dropped it instead of just walking. Because he was right there. Could have just walked.
Yeah. Yep. Got mutas too. Wow.
Incredible.
D matrix on.
Cleaning that up. Cleaning those
Yeah.
4 hydras up.
Yep. Use the full D matrix on 4 hydras.
You know, I gotta hand it to the players. I thought this was going to be like just a knockout victory for the Zerg, but it's turned into a real slobber knocker.
Yeah. Yeah. Real slobbery. Just the way we like it.
Yeah. Slobbering all over each other.
This has got to be it, right?
I think so. When Terran is down 50 supply from Zerg, or 60 supply even, it's usually a bad sign. Usually means something went wrong for the Terran.
That's true.
3-2
Spoken
mech.
like a true Terran. All you need is 3
it
tanks and you can hold
Yeah.
fucking.
Tanks can do a lot,
Yeah.
especially 3-2
It's true.
tanks.
Sniping the vessels though. Excellent
We've got
play.
a
by our
D-Matrix
Zerg.
Hydra, that's good.
Yep. I'm telling
Taking
you, there's a
those
lot of
pink shells, man.
high level mind games going on in this game. I think.
Yeah, I
once you
think
kinda- yeah.
I think the Terran might actually be trying to lull our Zerg into a false sense of security.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
going to
we're-
make him think like, you know, okay, you have a chance. You know, you're probably
Yeah.
feeling yourself now.
Yeah,
Feel
well, he was
pretty good.
betting on a game 3 from the beginning. You know, if you'll
Yeah.
walk down the road with me for a second here, right? With the mines.
Tell
you
me
know,
about it.
The flexing the mines in his face. He knew he'd lost this game already. He's like, what do I do to get in this guy's head for game 3? So it's, you know, he's just gonna. That's my prediction. He's gonna lose
Oh.
this game, but he's
So
gonna win.
you don't think he was planning to lose this game from the very beginning?
I think he was.
Oh, okay.
And that's
yeah.
that's where the high level mind game
Okay.
kind of comes. You know, he's D matrix. I mean, he's fucking, what's he doing? You know, it's got to be that.
Doing all
Holy
sorts
shit.
of little shenanigans.
There's a lot of queens.
Yeah, at perfect queen timing, 29 minutes. It's right when you want them.
He might have more queens than the Terran has units at this point. I think that. I don't think that's good for our Terran. Keen, what do you think?
I think that's. I also think that's kind of suboptimal.
Yeah.
Because the thing about queens is they have a spell that explodes Terran units. So if you have more queens than the Terran has units, you can explode all of their units.
Yeah. Yeah. Finish this one out with Broodling, I think. Just mind gaming him right back, you know? High level stuff.
I gotta hand it to the Terran, you know. shows a lot of resolve staying in a game like this, you know?
Yeah. Knowing that we have to watch and cast it too, it just kind of brings a
Yeah.
whole new level.
Actually, that's a really good point, and I think that further supports our exit conclusion, because exit is the kind of guy who would
Yep.
put casters through that
You-
on purpose, you know?
I agree. Yep. Couldn't have said it better myself.
He would definitely just play terrible and stay in the game way too long just
Yeah.
to make us miserable.
87 drones is being pointed out. That's incredible.
That is.
That's amazing.
I gotta hand it to the Zerg. They finally
He has
followed my
more
advice.
drones than Terran's supply at this moment.
That is kind of nuts.
I think that might be a first.
It's certainly never happened in my games, I'll tell you that much.
You guys are seeing it here. Keep it locked in, guys.
I rarely go
Locked
past
in.
30 supplies, so...
GG. All right. On to game 3.
How do we feel about the capital G, lowercase g, GG?
I think when you lose that badly, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should be reserved for, closer games maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Felt a little...
Little disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't think he earned that. Capital G, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I always hate it when this happens when I'm in Discord a lot, because my push to talk key is my caps lock key for some reason. I'm just used to it at this point. I can't change it. So sometimes I'll hit them with the 2 capital G's, which is really embarrassing. I'll be like, oh wait, I meant GG lowercase.
Yeah. Then it seems a little aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed about it, but I'm not. I've never gotten angry about StarCraft before, and I really hate it when people think that I am.
Yeah. I've never seen you angry about it.
Nope.
All right, so let's get into this game 3 here. We've got Terran at the top. I don't know what time that is. People like to say times on these kind of things, but I just say top.
It's like 11 o'clock.
All right,
I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. 11 o'clock. That's fine. What
don't think
time is that? What's this one?
It's like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Let's say 7 o'clock.
We
don't really. The times aren't really that necessary to refer to the bases on a 3-player or 2-player map.
Okay, but I just feel better if we established that this was more like a 7.
Okay, so yeah, Terran is at 11 o'clock, and Zerg at 7 o'clock.
7:30. All right, so let's see. We've got. Are we doing a 12 hatch? Looks like.
Yeah, 12 hatch every game.
Has it been every game? Is that what he's done?
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing, that's a weird depot placement, but
Why is it weird? Where should it have been?
I mean, it's fine. It's not that weird. It's just it's like kind of far out there. It almost like it looks like he wanted to make a wall, but then he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna make the depot here instead."
Yeah, he's like, "Why wall down here if I can wall up here?"
And it kind of you kind of want, like, this is kind of an awkward position for Terran to defend against mutas. And that where that depot is would be a really good spot for more production buildings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But looks otherwise standard. Good CC timing. Not too greedy, making a Marine before the CC, so very, very standard so far. 254 layer timing, I believe. Not perfect, but not too bad.
when you see this timing, you can pretty much assume as Terran that he doesn't have a third hatch somewhere, right? Like he's not
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
way that he would be able to afford that with a third hatch. And like third hatch with the third is kind of common, but it's not great on this map because usually you would try that on a map like Sylphid where there's like an elevated third with only one choke, so it's easy to defend. But all of the bases on Dominator are either low ground or they have two paths or both leading into them.
4-minute Spire. Is that
Not
pretty
too bad, no.
standard?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know what that was all about. Just checking out the surroundings, you know.
Yeah, just warming them up, you know.
If Zerg was going Lingon, we got to give him a shot, you know. Take out all my Marines.
Yeah. Can't let them fall asleep over there, you know.
Yeah, and
I
we
think
see
it's weird. Sorry, I mean, if he's, well, I guess he's got the 2 gases. The timing of the factories. So, what's the point in going for 2? Is he just going for just mech in general?
Yeah, he's just going to be going into another Goliath mech build. This is pretty strange. Usually, if you're going mech, you either get your gas and like start teching into mech and like get vultures before your command center. You get a later command center, or you just do like 13cc and risk it, and then you have like an extremely strong economic situation to go into mech. It's like incredibly hard to play against 13cc into mech, but this was just like a regular 15cc into mech, which is just like kind of bad.
Yeah, I feel like these mutas are gonna do a lot of damage because
they definitely should. 5-6 mutas should just beeline straight for the Terran base, and just like I said last game, the idea is you want to kind of ignore the turrets and just dive bomb SCVs. And if you can really like mess up the Terran economy like that, you're going to be in for like a good game. And this is also confusing for this position because, like I said, it's hard to cover all of the spots available for mutas to harass, right? So like Zerg hasn't really checked it out yet, but if they go in to the main here, that entire right side of the mineral line is vulnerable.
How many does it take to one-shot a SCV?
7, I believe.
7.
But don't quote me on that. I'm really bad. I have no idea what Zerg is doing right now. Okay, thank you, Azhi.
We've got some speed vultures out, laying mines again against.
Yeah, Zerg
that.
is going straight into the turrets and killing Goliaths instead of SUVs.
Yeah, if they get into that spot you were just talking about, I mean, what can he do, really?
But
Ooh,
he has so few Goliaths, it doesn't even matter. Like, this build is just really bad by Terran.
Yeah, I was confused. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's already over, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's making more Marines, too. That's a lot of Marines. Maybe... I don't know, I'm just confused, actually.
That was part of it, too, is like he made 5 and delayed his factory timing.
Well, it doesn't matter because the game is over.
Well, we got a drone in there. So
I hope he makes a hatchery.
Oh, he better not.
Oh, come on. Make a hatchery, man.
I mean, I
Make
want
it.
to see it. I do want it.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Okay. I'm changing my Zerg prediction here because I don't think PB would be that rude. I think it's Kava. I think it was Kava versus Exit.
You think that's Kava?
It might be. I don't know. I mean, like last game looked pretty shaky, but Kava, he doesn't like waking up early. He doesn't like playing without warm ups and stuff. So maybe he was just a little tired guy while he was playing or something.
Could be. Yeah. Kava's like me in that regard. Sometimes he seems way better, and other times it just seems...
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, Brutal War is like that, right? Like, you have off days. It's hard to be 100% all the time.
Yeah, sometimes I want to log on and just hang out and have fun. And someone like you that's just try harding and fucking sweating. It's like,
I know,
I want to play.
I'm sorry, man. I am a notorious tryhard. I'm just always practicing, taking it very seriously.
At least you admit it.
Something I have to work on.
So what do we got now? We going to the next set, or what's I think we hop into the next one. Let's do it.
I just need a minute. I have to
go to
the restroom. 3 minutes sounds good.
All right, 3-minute break.
I warned you guys. I was gonna make mistakes. Why did this not work? Hang on. Oh. Wait, why did this not work? This one. There we go. Okay. Alright, we'll be back in 3.
All right. Well, about to start our next series in the round of 16 for the Anonymous Tour. And it's looking like it's going to be a TVP this time. So I'm interested to hear what you have to say about this matchup, Nomad, because I am basically clueless when it comes to non-Zerg matchups.
Well, you're in luck because I'm an expert at
Oh,
TVP.
thank God. Thank God.
I'm one of the best, not only outside, but inside Korea as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
let's get into this. Quick question. Are we doing all of the first round, the round of 16?
We're doing 4 of them.
Okay. How many is there total? I forgot to look.
8, because it's the
Gotcha.
round of 16.
That's... Well, let me check your math there. Yep. Perfect math.
Yeah.
This guy's
yeah.
name's Ramus. That's...
Yeah, Trundle versus Ramus. I don't know if you've ever played League of Legends.
I have not, but...
Okay, well, yeah. Trundle is a very good tanky top, and he's actually at the bottom, which is weird. You know, usually Trundle doesn't go bottom. Ramus is a jungler, so he can be anywhere. He can be all around.
Ramus seems like a top to me as well. I wouldn't.
You
sound like
could
bottom.
probably play him top. I don't think you'd be very good, but you can make anything work if you're good enough.
Yeah,
And
he's given.
I think Ramus is good enough. I think this guy is solid. I mean, look at this. He has his depot on time and everything. Like, that's pretty crazy. This guy is definitely a top foreigner. Not many foreigners can pull that off.
Oh, top foreigner. See, I was thinking he gave off like power top vibes. If that makes sense.
Oh,
Whereas
no, that I don't
Trundle
really understand.
is
Can
more
you
of a-
explain that to me? What does
more
that
of a
mean?
bottom. Like a
What do you
like
mean
a-
by that exactly?
well, like a twink versus like a bear. If that.
What is a twink?
Well, that's for another time, Keen. We'll get into that.
Oh,
another
okay.
time. But,
Just put a pin in this so you can
yeah, we'll
talk
put a
about it
pin in
later.
All right, we're going straight into gas. Okay. Looking pretty standard so far. Perrin's running 750 APM, so I think this might be speed. Thinking this is speed.
Yeah. What Terrans do we know who spam their hearts out for the first 2-3 minutes of the game? Do you have any ideas yet, based on this 2 minutes of one game?
It could be exit, and I know I said that the last Terran was exit, but
Maybe they're all exit.
this is some exit shit right here as well, if I've ever seen
Really?
it. He's holding down Control 1.
Well, he stopped holding it down. He's getting down to normal human levels at this point, so...
Yeah, he knows he can't sustain 350, so if he gets up high enough, it'll slowly drop.
Yeah, that's
his average a little higher.
That's what I try to do. I try to spam as much in the beginning of the game, so at the end of the screen it's still like 250, even though my late game APM is actually like 100.
It's exactly what... Yeah, that's the play. 19.
And it really makes me feel good about myself until I look at the EAPM in the end game screen, and it's like 100, and I'm slower than like, E rank CPLers.
That's where it gets you. Yeah.
It kind of hurts me a little bit, but
it's all right.
We live with it. So pretty standard opening from the Protoss, not opting for a Zealot. Just I didn't catch the CC timing exactly. What was this, like 14 CC? Not 14, but
no,
very early. 17, 19, 23. Okay, well, I was wrong.
I feel like this is like by the book Protoss 19 Nexus. This looks like ranged to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like it's either ranged or Boodank. They hit the 19 like perfect, I've noticed.
interesting. Vudank was unexpected.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of Protoss that it could possibly be. I mean, I don't even know if either of them are in this or not.
It would make sense if it was Vudank, because Vudank, like, so Trundle in the game of League of Legends is like a troll. He's like a cave troll, and that's usually how I picture Vudank.
Yeah. Well, it's all coming together. It's making sense. This is a 3 gateway observer, I think, which is about as standard as you can get.
Yeah, very, very safe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he was feeling a little saucy, maybe he would just go 2 gate and then get a 3rd, but just playing very, very safe. Terran is going for... What do you think about this move out from Terran?
This is terrible. He needs to go straight back into his main right now.
Again, maybe also exit again. Exit likes doing terrible move outs at random times.
He does have good map vision with the mines, so I mean he's feeling somewhat safe. But again, there's really no reason to be out right now. Just go get in that bunker, and, you know.
Yeah, I'm always curious about like when players do this. Like we saw the Terran in the last game also do this. Like he just moved out with his Marines for no discernible reason, you know, other than to potentially lose the game. And I'm always curious, like, what motivates players to do that.
Yeah, I don't have a good answer for you there. Just as confused as you are.
Well, he's committing more to this push now, but it's going to get scouted by the Obs. He's going up to the top left for some reason.
I think he saw the observer with his vulture, maybe the shimmer, and then tried to hide it. But
I don't think it. I don't think it was hidden though.
No, it flew right over him. Anyway.
Yeah. So I don't think this is going to do anything.
No, this is a hard counter to any early aggression.
But let's see what Terran can pull off. He is committing to it. I mean, 4 vultures, 2 tanks, a couple marines. I'm actually surprised he didn't make more marines if he was going to do something like this. Oh, we have siege already.
Siege, yeah. This is going to get shut down. Wow.
Oh.
Holy
nice
shit.
mind connect.
Okay, this is not ranged.
You think range would have mic'd that better?
Yeah. I think we just lost 9 goons to 2 tanks.
2 tanks.
2 vultures. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that bad?
It's not good. It's not good.
Wow.
Where?
A 3rd CC in base. That's kind of wild.
I think
Why is he making it there?
Yeah. Because that's not close to any other bases.
No, but he could potentially help him make more SCVs in his main.
He's gonna power SCV. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I've never seen that before, but I guess that could be something.
Maybe it's so this could be the only other player I've seen do something like that is DM Pre or DM Shaolin. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he likes making a second Nexus in his main so he can make more probes faster.
Wow.
And so maybe it's him, you know?
Could be, yeah. Wow, yeah. They picked the races, right? They weren't random.
Yeah, they picked their races, indeed. But Pre is good with every race. He's a jack of all trades.
I mean, I'm feeling. Wait, no, it's floating. Command center is floating to the 3rd. He's got he's got a long journey. That's gonna take a while.
Yeah, well, maybe he just wanted to give the engineers a little time to get used to the building. I bet it's pretty cool being in a flying building.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that'd be great. Feel a little slow though. We should be a little faster. You know?
Well, it's only because of her perspective. It's actually going really fast.
I think I'd rather be in a shuttle. I mean, look at that shuttle. It's nice and sleek. We're not getting a shot of the shuttle right now. There it is.
Could potentially do a lot of damage. I don't think there's any defenses really in Terran's main.
Well, joke's on him. There's no SCVs there, so.
Oh, well, we have
go-
a tank. We have one single tank and pretty poor. Oh, I didn't even see that turret, actually. That's a weird place for a turret. These turrets are kind of wild to me. I feel like it's one of those things where it's like so bad it's good. It's like you just don't expect to see turrets there. Oh, is that 4 SCVs, 5 SCVs? Oh!
He actually killed the Reaver with the SCVs. That's
But he lost quite a bit of SCVs. I guess Protoss must not have been making probes constantly, though, because he only has a 5 probe advantage after killing all of those SCVs. I mean, it looks healthy, but not as much of an advantage you would think. And oh my gosh,
he closed his third in with 15 pylons instead of 4.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before. That's hilarious.
That's a lot of firsts. We're
wow.
oh boy.
I don't think this is ranged.
Yeah. I think this is worst.
Oh really?
I think it's that yeah, I think it's worse if I had to
Have you
guess.
seen pylon walls like that from him before?
Well, no, I've never seen it regardless, but if you were to say who could potentially do that, I would say maybe worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like you and Worst have a lot of history.
A little bit. There's a little bit of history there.
Would you like to describe it to the audience?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a good guy, and I respect him. I respect him 100%.
That's good. Yeah, I like Worst. He's a pretty nice guy. And a good player, too.
Yeah. Both at 64 workers now. Okay.
I'm
both below 200 APM. So.
Yeah. So this APM almost makes me wonder if it's Sterling because, well, this is.
I think that's a little high for Sterling, though.
You think? Yeah,
bit,
maybe.
yeah.
And he's also playing pretty badly. You know, not very good.
I don't know if I'd say badly, but I don't think Sterling would put the command center as far away from his expansion as possible for no reason. I don't think he would do that.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Really, the APM is the only thing that I saw the APM and I was thinking, like, maybe Sterling. I have literally no other basis for that. Protoss, I think, is very far ahead right now. I don't know. Would you agree with that?
No, I think, I mean, the supply obviously is in favor of Protoss, but I don't see any Arbiters starting. What are the...
Oh, wow, yeah. He doesn't have any tech to speak of at all.
Plus one.
Exemplar.
Plus one. We've got 2-1 almost, or 2-2, or what is that? Yeah, it's going to be 2-1. Do we have a forward spinning anywhere?
Nope.
Nope. It's just for decoration. Oh,
there it goes. He heard you.
Yep.
It's like Interstellar, if you've ever seen that movie, you know, through time and space.
Mm-hmm.
Except instead of, you know, father and daughter's strong bond of love. It's you talking shit about someone on their replay.
Yeah. Yeah, given the late tech and the late upgrades and the, late everything, I think this is worst.
Okay, well, it very well could be, but maybe
Let's
Protoss
see
isn't
these
as ahead.
storms. Pretty
Oh,
good storm. I
yeah,
like
yeah,
those.
yeah.
Those are good. He should have stacked 2 right in the middle, and then he would have killed all of those tanks.
That last storm wasn't so great.
Yeah, that's all right.
I take back everything that I said. I don't think Protoss is very far ahead at all.
No, this is not looking good.
Classic Terran, though, don't do anything really, and just win.
How many?
Sit there and win.
Ooh, that's some good recall defense. How many machine shops does he have in his main right now? 2. All right, we got 4 gases and 2 machine shops. That's not good.
Is that good or bad, do you think?
I mean, I'm not a Terran player, but I think that that's suboptimal.
Oh, yeah. You think maybe like one machine shop for each gas would be like a good rule of thumb, maybe?
I think at least, like at the very least, that would be good. It's, gateway setup's a little strange. We're repairing the tanks, though. Sometimes
the game is a little strange. It's not quite approaching like Protoss computer levels, but it's giving those vibes a little bit.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like
I don't know.
just janky enough to still work, though, which I respect.
Did notice that the vultures were able to take down that nexus down there. Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Again, not really doing anything. Like, I don't think that counts as doing anything on the Terran's part, though, because all he did was like send them down there and AFK. And the Protoss, it was more the Protoss messing up than the Terran like doing something proactively.
See, the APM has now fallen to, well, it was at 140 for Protoss, or for Terran. Now it's almost at 200 again. Oh, because we're pushing. All right. Go. Let's, okay.
About to hit 3-2 in a little bit, so this is an excellent time to fight. Right before he hits 3-2, this is exactly when you want to be fighting. You always want to wait to fight before the upgrades are done.
Yeah, you can trick the opponent into thinking you don't have them, right? Because he checks.
Yeah,
Beginning.
And he's also right because you actually don't have them.
Yeah, because you don't have them. Right. Yeah. I think he's just kind of moving his army around and letting it get attacked. And then,
it looks like the Protoss is in some hot water right now. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, he does have 2 robos. So there could be something that he could be cooking something up down there. I don't know.
Yeah, he can make twice as many obs that way.
Okay. There we go. Here we go.
Well,
nice
this is a really
sandwich.
good, really good engage. Nice little zealot bomb there, but not quite enough, despite the excellent engage.
Yeah, we got
two sides. Two sides still getting decimated. We're lower in supply. Generally not good, and we made the questionable choice to take another main, but not build gateways there.
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's good to have gateways in 2 places so you can make units in 2 places.
Yep. Well, the thing is, too, I mean, we've got the 2 robos, but we're not doing any harassing with them.
Yeah, we haven't made a single Reaver since that first one, have we?
No. And, gateway units are fine if you're, for PvT, if you're using arbiters or shuttles and keeping active, right? But,
How do you feel about the 76 probes?
I wish I want to see him make just 4 more. I think if we could get to 80,
Oh yeah,
we might have a shot.
is that what you aim for generally in PvT? 80 probes?
No. That's way too many.
Oh, how much should it be? Do you think?
He should be at about 65, 68, I would say.
Well, Protoss actually cleaning this up. Very surprising.
That is surprising. Terran is now down to 125 supply. You can really see where those machine shops are not being utilized with the 3400 gas bank. I'd like to see some of that in tanks. If you could.
That is a lot of gas to have in a TVP. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in TVP.
We might be going into a vessel switch. Maybe.
Oh yeah, for the irradiate.
Yeah, irradiate. There we go. Oh, got it off. That was good.
Well, those mines kind of paying off. I guess he lost a bunch of SCVs to his own mines, but he didn't give the opponent the satisfaction of killing them himself, which is good.
Yeah, it's a moral victory there.
If anyone's going to kill my soldiers, it's going to be me.
Yeah, it feels better that way. It's a nice storm. These tanks are on move command. Okay.
Wow. Okay, I don't know why I ever second guess myself. This Protoss is clearly the superior player. It's just crushing it. This Terran might actually be Jinjin because he, kind of looked solid a little bit, but then once he started fighting, he immediately crumbled.
Has he been known to hold down Control 1 at the beginning of games? Is that...
I don't know about that, but I do know that he is just the biggest choke artist of all time, and he's really bad at controlling his units.
I would say this is a choke. I do agree. Yeah, the 40 minerals, 4,000 gas.
That's kind of wild. I don't think I've ever seen a resource disparity like that.
We're seeing a lot of firsts here, guys, with this unknown tournament. This is a lot of firsts. We've seen it here live. Well, not live, but we're live. Right?
We're live, yeah.
Yeah, we're live. So we're seeing it together live.
And these games are also being played live.
Right. At one point, right? It's
Yeah.
fair to say. Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless they were in like a pocket dimension. Does that count? Or are they not live then?
Is this the same Terran from last game? Because I'm starting to see some.
Maybe Exit
Similarity.
just signed up twice. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
think
I
Exit's
actually think Exit is better than this, and I think that's the first time I've ever said that.
Well, we've got more probes than supply. There we go. All right. GG. It's a good game. Trundle.
Man, it's really hard to talk about players when I don't know like whose ego I need to stroke.
Yeah.
I just end up thinking everyone's really bad.
Makes them seem worse, not knowing who they are.
I think so.
Yeah, that to me is the funny part, because I know who you guys are flaming the whole time, so
That's why I never watch my own replays.
It's fun for me.
Yeah.
I
Nobody's
was
got
still
time for
muted
that.
on Discord. I was saying, yeah, it's funny to me because I know who you guys are flaming the whole time. That's what makes it entertaining for me.
Nice.
All right, well, we're getting into game 2.
All right. Any predictions on how high that Terran APM is gonna soar? at the
I'm
beginning?
hoping to see at least 900.
900.
I think
We
you aren't
got
a real
to 8.
Terran if you don't get to 900.
Here we go. We're at 8.
Ooh, oh,
Ooh,
okay. Oh.
He hit 9. He did hit 9.
Then I guess he took his finger off for a second. What happened?
Yeah, he had to make an SCV really quick, and then,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
Trundle holding his own though, 450 APM. That's not bad.
Yeah. That's looking real good.
He's
Looking
just
real.
Trundle isn't holding down 1. He's just tapping 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, he's just clicking and changing rallies and just being silly over there. You know?
Yeah, when you click, when you select your probes over and over again on the start, it actually makes them mine faster.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I've been doing it for 20 years, but
Well, that's why you're such a talented player. You just have an intuition like that.
yeah, just figured it was something I should be doing. After watching VODs. Oh shit, we've got a BBS coming.
Ooh.
Versus, is this a forward gate? Yeah. Okay.
Oh. So, how do you feel about BBS versus a forward game?
If he's scouting him first, so if he determines that it's BBS, which I think he will, he can forge, and it's an auto win. So I like it in this specific game state of him finding him first.
Yeah.
But if he scouted, say, the other direction, it would get a little crazy.
So you like it purely for the humiliation factor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, if I was a Protoss, I'd be saying, wow, fuck this guy. And I'd throw down a forge right there. Let me see a forge. Oh my god, it's another gateway. I don't know what he's going to do with that. I think
He's probably going to make units from it.
I don't know.
Do you think that's bad? Do you think he's not going to be able to make enough zealots? Like, this is actually going to be... I feel like you don't even need the forge, right? Like, you just kind of lose regardless, right?
I don't know. I mean, if he pulled SCVs, 5 Marines and 3 SCVs can...
Well, he could just pull probes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like the only win condition for BBS is if they go 12 next, right?
For some reason, his units are going home.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
That is the wrong direction. And this is a time-sensitive build, so...
Maybe he's going to go Marine Medic.
We're making a gas. Looks like he's transitioned out of the BBS.
Wow. This is really interesting. Really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Would you know when the ASL finals are?
No. One thing he could do, he could float those barracks into Protoss main. Maybe
Yeah, make some fire bats in there. Oh, that would be juicy. That would be juicy. We're on the same page. I like that.
Yeah.
We have really good synergy.
We do. Dynamic is fucking popping.
Oh, he's making another barracks.
Canceled it.
Yeah, mind games. You don't want him to see.
No, you can't see that. It's a good drill. Luckily, all the zealots are targeting different SCVs and then glitching out. That's good. Wow, cleared it. I'm surprised. That went great.
Well, they're going. The barracks are going to another base now.
Wow.
What do you think about that? Oh, they're just going to land at this mineral only, start making units there.
Oh,
Wow,
we're going stim too.
this is
He
some
might-
very creative gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only a foreigner could think of a build like this.
Wow.
I mean, at first I was thinking maybe it was like barracks, someone like that, but I think this is definitely a foreigner now.
Yeah.
Potentially
Yeah.
even a European.
I think we got 2 Euros going at it right now. I think that's what this is. If I had to guess.
What country do you think they're from in Europe?
Jeez.
Do you
There's
know
so
any?
many
Do you know any countries in Europe?
There's so many to choose from.
I know you're a little challenged. There's so France, for example, is a country in Europe. There's Germany. There's
If
Sweden.
I had to guess, I would say this is Germany against.
Bonus points if you can name a country that I didn't already name.
So many to choose from.
You just name one.
France? Is France?
I already
one?
named France, man.
Oh shoot. Well, hold on.
You got to go back to school.
Yeah, I probably should. I think that this is gonna win. Stim, and because we don't have range, do we, on these goons?
I don't know.
Holy shit! I think this could win if he. Well, he's gonna turn around and go home again, isn't he?
What is going on, man? I feel like I'm going insane.
He took the long way around just to.
He wanted to go up to the high ground just in case maybe there were units on the high ground. Oh, what is this goon doing?
I think he wanted to give Protoss time to make a couple more units just to make sure this attack doesn't work. Let's see.
You got to play on a level playing field, you know. I like this by the Protoss, though. You know, he recognizes that this is kind of a squirrely fight, so he's getting on the high ground. Almost let him up on the high ground for free.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of strange.
Well, don't worry. The Marines are going to move into a position where they do less damage and get obliterated by an arc. So,
honestly, that went a lot better for the Terran than I expected. But Protoss is going to clean this up.
if he would have just stayed at the bottom of that ramp.
And maybe killed the Nexus. I think that might be a good play. What do you think?
That would have been a better play than the one we saw. He's currently on 16 SCVs right now.
Is it bad when you have half the SCVs of your opponent?
Yeah, that's generally pretty bad. Any predictions on when he leaves the game?
Hopefully soon.
Think this is going to turn into another long one? Another long?
I can't imagine it turns into a long game, but I do think Protoss is going. I'm wondering, why is he making so many Zealots right now? Like, is he going speed? Does he have? No, he's not. But he is going.
We have a Reaver.
Okay.
8-minute Reaver that's gonna fully surprise this Terran. Let's see here. Oh yeah, gonna get one Scarab off right in the middle.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
That was fucking money.
Yeah,
GG.
money shot right there. GG. All right.
What a series.
Yeah, it's heating up. Oh wait, that was the end.
The Terran lost 0-2.
Yeah, Terran lost twice. So that's the end of the series for you guys keeping score at home.
What was your final answer? So you think it was worst?
I think it was worst versus worst.
Okay. I honestly have no idea who the Terran was.
Yeah, oddly enough, I can't place the Terran. I don't know any Terrans that we play with that.
I don't know any, like, game 1 honestly could have been like anyone, like high B, low A.
Do you think Ozzy threw some BGHers in here just to flare it up a little bit?
I don't know. I don't know. But that game 2 build was pretty. That game 2 build is what threw me for a loop, because I cannot. I just don't know anyone who would do something quite like that.
Yeah. BBS into fake expand, delayed stim.
Yeah,
is that a BGH build, or is that...
I don't think that's a BGH build. I don't think that's part of the BGH meta. I don't think it's part of the fastest meta. I don't think it's part of the micro fastest meta. I don't think it's part of any meta.
Well, just as we saw, it didn't work. So, I think we keep going.
I'm ready for the next set.
All right. Zerg versus Terran.
Aatrox versus Evelyn. So these are two junglers, I believe. They can go anywhere on the map, so expect to see... oh, wow. We have a little info on players already. 1.6 settings.
That person used a period.
And how does that make you feel?
That's surprising to me.
I always kind of assume that when people use proper punctuation online, they're kind of like psychopaths.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So, I feel like this person's passive aggressive.
Yeah.
And they're already a Zerg.
They think that they're better than everyone else.
Yeah. So who do we know that's just a huge piece of shit like that?
God, there's so many people.
I think this one's Goose.
Oh my gosh, you know, that is actually a good point. Goose does like to use punctuation.
Yeah, he's a show off, you know. He just
yeah, oh, look at me, I used to work at Google. I'm so smart.
Yeah, nobody cares, Goose, all right? So anyway, so this is a 11 barracks. Let's see, what's this other? That's just a scouting SUV. That's a scouting drone. Is this pretty standard, Keen?
Well, I mean, it's overpool.
Is this high level? Is this high level stuff? Is that a?
You know,
he made it right on 300. He's optimizing his his minerals. I like that.
I actually missed this. Was this overpool or was this 12 pool?
It was overpool.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. Making 6 lings. Okay. I was going to say that I think that's kind of how Jimin plays, but with these lings like this, this delayed gas, I don't think it's Jimin. Huh.
If it was Jimin, we'll know real soon. If it's mute is into Guardian Hydra.
Yeah, that is what he does every single game.
Yep. There's no game that he hasn't done that.
Strange build. I don't think it's going to do any damage. So I think he's just strictly behind now. I mean, he delayed the Terran's CC timing. But his own economy is... Oh my gosh. Wow. Terran makes the bold decision to remove the SCV right when the lings show up. That was pretty good. Not game ending, but okay for Zerg. better than if he just left the SCV there, Zerg wouldn't have gotten anything. So good for him, trying to make the game a little more even. I respect that. Going for an extremely fast eBay. I guess he's going to go like basically 4x plus 1. And Zerg is already kind of behind. So I think Terran should have a pretty commanding lead here. And he's kind of forcing... Zerg is going to have to potentially make even more lings to defend these, which puts him in a really bad position. Just 2 lings is fine. I mean, he does have the scouting, so he probably won't make any more. But even having to make that extra 2 lings in a situation like this, when you are already so low on larva because of your starting build, it's really, really painful for the Zerg.
Yeah, I did notice that this Spire is a lot later than that other Zerg we watched.
Oh, and he made 2 more sets of lings. Yeah, that's the thing about this build. It's like, it's kind of an anti-cheese build, I guess. This isn't usually how Zergs, even when they do overpool, it's usually not exactly how they play it out. But yeah, like, you would think getting a pool first, your tech would be faster. Not in this case. I think he's just going to... I think Terran's definitely going to win this. I don't know enough... I haven't seen anything to call... So he's just a player yet? Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty standard Terran build and a very strange Zerg build.
So it's a fast +1, and then you throw down a bunch of barracks, is that?
Yeah, this is... so this is basically just like a slightly less greedy version of the +1 5-racks that Terrans used to do against 3-hatch meta. What they've figured out is that since you can just wall on every map now, you're safe to play extremely greedy and just go +1 4-racks against even 2-hatch muta, which stopped that +1 5-racks build from being viable. But let's see what these lings do. Getting in here is pretty good.
Yep.
Getting a Marine. A little scouting, maybe a couple SCVs.
It's nice. The Marines
3?
forgot about these lings already.
Yeah, they're just hanging out.
Wow.
Oh, can we get a 4th? Or maybe get a turret. Okay, well, not too bad.
That's a lot of damage for lings that I feel like shouldn't have been able to run in.
Yeah, and we got some mutas on the way. And surprisingly, it looks like the Zerg made Sunkens.
There's no turrets down here either. Wow.
Yeah, so this should actually be a huge advantage for the Zerg. He should be able to just having free reign over SCVs like that is so good. See if he can keep getting some SCV kills. Should be able to just basically kill this entire SCV line, honestly. I'm surprised he didn't try to kill some Marines there. I'm shocked that he made Sunkens behind this because, I mean, he had full vision. He got the run by. He knew where the Marines were. But Terran just losing all of their natural SCVs. This is a huge advantage for the Zerg now. Zerg is actually ahead in drones.
Wow. Use that to splash the Marines?
Yeah, it does. But you don't even... I mean, that's nice and all, but, like, the Marines having to run back here and fight these mutas on high ground is so bad.
I feel like this is really good muta control.
You think so?
Yeah. Keeping 360 APM, his money's staying low.
I also judge people's micro by their APM. The Zerg is definitely in a hugely winning position here.
Do we have a Queen's Nest at home? Are we... Not yet.
I would not blame the Zerg if he just decided to go mute all in at this point, honestly.
Yeah, this already looks game ending to me. Wow.
I mean, yeah. Shutting down the CC like this is basically a win condition.
Yeah. Counter's gonna get nothing done. Wow.
Yeah, completely prepared for it. Knows, obviously the Marines aren't trying to defend, so there's only one thing they can be doing.
Like to see some infested Terrans this series.
I don't know if that's going to be in the cards, but I also would like to see that.
Got more sunken than Marines. Wow.
Very nice
right.
play from our Zerg.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Jimin, but I don't know. Interesting. I don't have a read on either of these players yet.
I wonder if Azhi put a fake game 3 in there so we wouldn't know whether there's a 2-0 coming or not.
I don't know, man. I haven't been looking. I can't read, unfortunately. So.
Oh. Well, don't worry, I looked. Let's see. Oh, okay.
Who is casting? That would be myself. My name is Keen, and my partner here is Nomad, a very smart and talented Protoss player. I'm a complete, wreck shit Zerg, like E rank idiot. But our players here are very, very good players. Evelyn in the top left, the Zerg who absolutely dominated last game. Let's see if Evelyn can put on her peak performance. Pretty cool jungler. She has huge tits. Yeah.
Well, we like that, don't we? Don't we, Chad?
We do like it.
All right, so let's see here. We've got a Terran at the bottom right. What time is this? If you had to say.
It's bottom right o'clock.
Okay.
I guess 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I don't know, man. I don't think people usually refer to the mains by time.
I think it's 4:30. Moving on to the Zerg. We've got Zerg top left. Let's see. What time is that one, Keen? What did you say?
10:30. I don't know.
10:30. All right. Now this is an 11 hatch.
Yeah. Also interesting. The player that I've seen go 11 hatch the most, Zealot, the Korean Zerg. Maybe this is Zealot.
This could be Zealot. Yeah, we don't know what kind of money Azhi put into this. He could have hired Zealot to come in here and just destroy us for his amusement.
Well, Zealot is kind of an opportunist. He'll go for anything,
Mm-hmm.
I recently watched a replay of him losing to Artosis, so...
Nice. I like that. Old Artie.
Pretty impressive. I think I have a sneaking suspicion that Zealot was frustrated by the lag because his muted micro was real bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
And he is a pretty good Zerg. But muted micro last game, also not great, but good enough.
This layer is much better timed.
Yeah, well, not going overpool will do that. But pretty standard game from both players. I'm not so sure about that gas timing. I assume it's perfect, but I don't know Terran builds that closely. I assume he's going to do kind of a similar. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We got +1 4-racks again. Interesting that he decided not to wall, because walling is free, and it just makes the game way easier for Terran. So now let's see, who do we know who doesn't wall? I mean, I know Azhi often doesn't wall, yeah, but I also think that Azhi probably is not playing in his own tournament, and so maybe this Terran is first law. Because First Law knows how to wall, but often just doesn't for some reason.
Yeah, just chooses not to.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
And he's going to get punished for it.
Yep.
Well, that didn't go nearly as well as I thought it would for the Zerg.
1 racks. Held it.
Kind of insane. I thought that would do much better. But not the worst. You know, he did good submarines. I always say it's good to, you know, delay your economy and delay drones when you're on 2 hatcheries, because you have so much larva to spare. It's like, you know, who even cares? Oh, making a sunken too, and more links. Gotta be. This Zerg, you know, one thing I will say about this Zerg is the Zerg is very safe. Likes to make a lot of lings and sunkens, just in case.
Cancelled it. I think that was a mind game sunk for that SCV. High level stuff.
One thing that we've learned from all of these games so far is that if you are about to get scouted, you have to cancel the building that you're making.
Holy shit, he got an SCV with those links.
Because you never want your opponent to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Very important.
Threw him off with that fake sunk and then sniped an SCV. This was brilliant. Oh, let's get another one.
I'm liking this, you know, multiple pronged attack. Nice try by Zerg. Lots of spirit, fighting spirit. I like that some of our viewers are supporting Azhi on both Twitch and YouTube. Very nice of you guys.
That is nice.
It's going to go into Nomad and I's paycheck too. We're going to get a bonus for that.
Yeah, make sure you smash that like button and give us some money.
Okay, we're just waiting for the mutas to consolidate here. We got 7 now. I just learned today that is the magic number to one-shot an SCV. So let's see. Let's see what happens.
I feel like this Zerg does have good control, so I think...
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, he has okay control. But I can, you know, maybe the best. Best control. Oh, this is very nice. This is very nice. Get on top of those racks. That's another win condition, baby.
See how well he controls the Marines.
Not the most threatening Marine force. If he can just keep applying pressure here, I think this is going to be another quick win for our Zerg. I think, yeah, okay, Terran's forced to come back.
Coming up the ramp, single file.
Really bad, but Zerg was kind of not paying attention to the one thing that he should be paying attention to. So Terran's allowed to get up his ramp and regain control. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Zerg wasn't, you know, he's like, I could have won here with just mutas, but I want the Terran to, you know, have a shot.
Wants to see that. Yeah. What do we have in the main? Is he got is he going Den behind this? Queen's Nest? Let's see. Got a Den.
Someone in chat is saying this guy plays like Messiah. I am unfamiliar with Messiah. All you know is that he's a Chinese player.
Wow. Holy shit.
That
He
was
killed
devastating. Yeah.
Every single Marine.
So yeah, it's like I could have won just by staying on top of the barracks, but I wanted to style on him,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna lose all my mutas again and style on him again.
Made a round of drones too. Wow. He's got gas at his third already. This is
Yeah, the Chinese Messiah. You got a problem with that? You racist? I think we got some racists in the chat. But yeah, so he lost all those mutas, unfortunately. I mean, not all of them, but most of them. He was down to 5 mutas at one point, so now he's just stabilizing, going into late game.
at this state of the game. Where should supplies be? Like if Terran's ahead, is their supply much further ahead, or is it usually kind of even?
At this stage of the game, so it's actually pretty common for Zerg to be a little ahead because mutas just take up a lot of supply. So generally speaking, in like the early mid game during the muta phase, Zerg will be ahead in supply. This is about normal, I would say.
Gotcha.
I don't really like the fact that Zerg is making a sunken at his third. It's kind of silly to me. It's like he's trying to sunken push to the choke almost, but he should just be making lurkers there.
Yeah, we had a den much earlier, but I don't think
This
we didn't make any.
isn't the best hive timing, but it's fine. So we will see a long, a long ZVT here, I think. Still kind of disappointed that Zerg didn't just pull the trigger. I think he could have won if he was paying attention to his mutas when they were on top of those barracks.
Agreed. Yeah.
Got nice vessel timing. We do not have a list of players that signed up. Everyone is anonymous. We don't know who these players are. The players don't know who they are. They don't even know who they themselves are. I also don't... Yes, that's correct. I do not know who I am. I've been trying to figure that out my whole life. What about you, Nomad? Do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm no man. I'm the fucking man. Alright, let's see here. I think he could probably win here. Because there's no turrets.
Yeah.
Stay behind there. And that's game. I mean,
I think so. I mean, at the very least, this is a lot of damage, and he's going to be in a huge... Wow, okay.
got high ground lurkers too.
Yeah,
Holy
I
shit.
mean, better than I expected, honestly, but still going to fail miserably.
Oh, yeah, that's gotta be game.
Yeah, again, bad sign when you have fewer SCVs than the Zerg has drones. It looks like Zerg's third is like very healthy in terms of saturation.
Yep.
All the bases are covered with lurkers. It's just actually going to go on an offensive with these lurkers now. And there should be defilers coming soon too, so very little recourse for our Terran. Second layer. So yeah, obviously
Island.
this is definitely intentional, so he can
Yeah.
research Overlord speed and Overlord sight range simultaneously. So for that scouting, that really good scouting.
I'd like him to turn all of his hatcheries into layers. I think that would be.
If he gets a third layer, then he can research sight range, speed, and drop at the same time, which would be insanely strong. But I'm not sure that he's even going to get to see the fruits of his labor with all of those Overlord upgrades, because I think the game is already over.
Yep. GG.
Wow. Okay. I have no idea who the Zerg is, but I think that Terran was first law.
I think they're all Exit and Goose. I think we're getting pranked.
Even the Terran and the Protoss?
Yep.
That very well might be the case.
Is that all the series, or we
We have
got
one more.
What's this one gonna be? Is this another TVZ? TVP. All right.
All right, well, I'm locked and loaded for the final series of the night. I'm very excited to see.
I heard you saying earlier you think maybe one of these is Bonif. You think he's playing in this?
Well, I don't know if Bonif is playing. He very well might be, but I was just thinking, like anyone who loses to a Protoss is going to be like, "Oh, I lost a Bonif," right? Or anyone who loses Zerg is going to be like, "Oh, it was definitely Siki, man."
Yeah. Is Blitzcrank really a real name?
Yeah, Blitzcrank is a character. I mean, it is a very cool name in and of itself, but he's a pretty cool champion too. He's a little like robot guy, and he like shoots his arms out and grabs people from long distances and pulls them in, so you can kill him.
I do like that. That sounds.
Yeah,
and
good. Galio is just some gargoyle guy. He's boring and sucks.
Oh, yeah, we don't like that. Let's see, we've got 140 APM to 500. Let's see.
Do we know any Protosses with low APM? It's a rare breed.
Ooh. Not quite this low.
Maybe Quark? Maybe this is Quark.
Oh, could be Quark.
Oh, Primal. This guy in the chat is smart. It might be Primal.
Could be Primal. You're right.
We'll have to wait and see if he plays like a total monkey.
Would Primal play in a league that uses other maps other than Polyport, though?
That's a good point. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't.
Radeon is much too complex of a map for Primal.
Yeah. It's getting first scout. This is always nice.
How do you tend to approach PvT, Nomad?
Well, I've been favoring Zealot first lately, like the past couple of weeks, just to really get in there and figure out what my opponent's doing, you know?
Yeah. Trying to mix things up.
Yeah. But if I'm playing standard, I think that the best way to play is, just do the first Zealot, go in there, confirm that he's not doing some sort of bullshit, and then throw down a Nexus at 23, go right into Reaver. I think that's the best way to play, safest way.
This is like Reaver after expand? Do you just do like one expand and then Reaver?
Yeah, I like going into Reaver before I put my third down. Try to get some
Okay.
damage done.
Well, we
But
haven't
there's-
seen this Protoss go Reaver yet, so we're not sure if it's you.
Yeah, no.
They also did make a Zealot, so it's probably not you.
Right. I don't know if I'm allowed to say whether or not it's me, but
Well, you aren't.
this definitely is.
But you could speculate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think this is me.
I don't think either of these players is me either.
Yeah. Hovering right at 140. Wow. Let's see. We've got 6 Marines. This is Moonrai. I can tell you that right now.
Is that a Moonrai move?
Yeah, this is a Moonrai build if I've ever fucking seen one.
Well, that must mean it's really standard because he only plays the most standard of builds.
Nah, this is Moonrai.
It doesn't. I don't know. I
Getting
didn't see if
mines, right? Are those mines upgrading? Yeah, he's gonna go mines. He's going to.
This is a strong FD, a real strong FD, man.
Yeah, it'll be a delayed CC.
You know, I used to with like lower level CPL players, I would do a build like this, and I always thought this was like just how you played FD, and then I did it in front of like Wolfix or something, and everyone was like laughing at me, and they're like, "Oh, you're so stupid. This isn't a build." Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's rude. Yeah, don't let him do you like that, Keen.
But I feel validated now that Blitzcrank is doing this just the way I do it, just the way my Grammy made it.
Yeah, it's
Kind of
definitely
scary
Moonrai.
though.
He did not utilize that shield battery that he made. That's not
Yeah.
good.
Well, maybe he was hoping that the Terran would see the shield battery and just immediately back off. He wasn't really expecting him to come right in.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But it looks like Protoss is in trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess he didn't lose too many probes. And he does have the high ground now. So maybe he's okay. But he's going DT.
Okay. Might
Which,
actually catch Terran by surprise.
Well, with all these mines, do you think that's a wise choice?
No,
Is it good when Dragoons go down from their high ground to attack tank in melee range?
I mean, I wouldn't do it, but full scout on the DTs now. That's not good.
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, wow, maybe he won't even have mines in time. This might actually do a lot of damage.
One is on the way. Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking this is New Ocean. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. He has 220 APM right now. There's no way this is New Ocean.
Is New Ocean pretty low APM?
It's pretty low APM. Pretty low APM.
I've only ever played him on shield battery, and it doesn't show APM at the end.
Lyoko in chat saying New Ocean has sub 100 APM. Is he that low? I feel like he like goes between like 100 and 150.
He got a CC lift. That's pretty nice.
Really? Do you think so? Because I always feel like in this situation, it's like fine, but
Well, he can't make SCVs out of it. Meanwhile, he's pumping probes out. So.
But it's just I mean, I wonder how much of an advantage it actually is. I mean, he does have his. I guess he didn't lose too many probes in that attack, right? And his expansion is already up, so this is pretty significant, actually. You know, he's at 37 probes, turns at 31 SCVs. pretty healthy economy. Got those probes pumping from both Nexi, whatever Nexus is. I don't know.
I prefer Nexi.
Do you know what the plural of pussy is, Nomad? Pussy.
Oh. Okay.
I learned that in Catholic school.
I thought it was pussies.
No.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Keen.
Sorry, I was being a little inappropriate.
You
Forgot
need
where
to
I
lock
was.
it back in. We'll lock it in.
All right, I'm locked in. I'm dialed in. No more,
All right.
no more inappropriate, non-safe for work shenanigans.
Do we have we have a robo? We've got observer making. We're going into a late reaver with a probe in the shuttle. Does he think there's an island on this map? Oh, he's gonna drop right onto the mine. Oh shit!
Wow.
Island.
This guy has some fucking moves, man.
It's got some chops right here. Nice. Clearing the mines. Get that third. Got an impossibly late reaver on the way that I think would take any Terran by surprise, given that it's almost 10 minutes.
Well, when they see you start with DT, they're never going to expect a 10-minute reaver.
Right. Yeah.
It's actually really smart.
Yeah. I'm taking some notes, Keen. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what.
I mean, you're trying to diversify your play, and this is a perfect example
Yeah.
of some new things that you can do. You know, I've always said that you can learn from everyone.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh, there's mines in the there's vultures in the main. Full scout on that. Looking like 11-minute reaver now. That's not good. We didn't move any of the probes out, so he.
Well, we moved them to the side a little bit, so they died slightly slower.
Yeah. Did get the dropship though.
That is
good.
nice. That is nice. Worker count, thanks to that drop, is basically evened out now.
Yep. When I am against dropship play and I snipe it, I always kind of say to myself, like, yeah, fuck you, you know, in my mind.
Oh yeah, you don't say it out loud. That would be inappropriate.
It was really good to get that saying. Let's see. Got some probes going to the third. This one breakdancing on the gateway a little bit. That's all right. Oh, 2 breakdancing.
Man, I hate it when this stuff happens. It's so frustrating.
Does that shuttle have speed?
I don't know.
Is that a speed shuttle? It is.
Yeah. Look at it zooming. It's just zooming across. What do you like more when you have a speed shuttle or just a regular shuttle?
I much prefer the speed shuttle.
I mean, sometimes I like, speed is nice and all, but sometimes it moves a little too fast for me.
You know what? You're right. Sometimes it can feel a little slippery. You know? I get that. That's the main reason I don't upgrade observer speed in a PVZ.
Mm-hmm.
They just fly into their death.
I'm kind of a slow guy, I need my time. It takes me a while to adjust.
All these tanks were on move command. That's not good.
Well, not the best reaver control either, though.
No, it's kind of a tit for tat there.
I feel like he could have just ran away and saved it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Ooh, Saiyan SC raiding with Party 3. Thank you so much
We
for
got
the
a
raid,
mega
Saiyan.
raid coming in. Thank you, Saiyan.
We appreciate you.
Big ship hopping over here. Unknown tour. High level plays.
Yeah, for anyone coming over from Saiyan stream, this is an anonymous tour. The players don't know who they're playing, and we don't know who the players are. And you as an audience can speculate and guess based on the play styles who they might be.
I think there might be a prize for.
Yeah, I think that. I think it's like whoever gets like the closest guess, or not the closest, but like the most accurate guesses of the viewership can win like $15.
I think you can only guess right or wrong, Keen. I don't think you can.
Yeah, well, I mean, so like, I guess First Law last game, but it could also be Azhi, you know, and they both have similar characteristics in that they don't wall. So
You know
those
what?
are kind
You're
of
right.
close. Those are close.
Yeah, you're right.
But if I guessed First Law and it was actually Gypsy, that would not be close. Anyway, we have Protoss breaking in here. Very
Oh, yeah,
surprising. Not enough energy.
He's getting fully up in there.
He's busting, man.
Yeah.
He's busting right in. Probably
Oh,
feels
dude.
really good right now.
Got the SCVs too. That's nice.
I think this is all she wrote for our Terran. Poor Blitzcrank.
Almost double in supply now.
Is that what kind of supply do you usually look for in the PvT at this stage of the game?
Generally you want to be 20 more.
What about
there.
60 more?
60 more, that's too much. You're being greedy at that point. You know, you got to keep it interesting for the viewers.
Well, the game will continue for a little while longer, at least. Like this shuttle style. Don't think this is primal because the base looks like well laid out. Primal doesn't like to make anything other than gateway units. I mean, he's not making anything more than gateway units. Primal also, I don't think, is capable of using shuttles or reavers, for that matter.
Primal would be going into Arbiter already. He loves his Arbiters. Let's see.
And I think this might be the final attack of the game. Nice storm, nice shuttle usage. Just completely resetting those tanks. Even if he doesn't kill him, yeah, we don't know yet if he knows about the third, but I'm sure he has an inkling. And does it matter though? Can he just like? He might just be able to break right up this ramp and completely end the game. He has some more units at his natural. I bet if he move those right now, it would be completely over.
Yeah.
Fartcraft, don't talk to me like that.
Bartcraft, but war. What a legend.
I think we should be seeing a GG from our Blitzcrank right here. Sometime
You'd
soon.
think
hopefully.
that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
there.
okay.
There we go.
Well, I honestly do not have any idea who these players are right now, personally. This just struck me as just a generic PvT. Pretty standard by both players, I think.
Yeah. Nothing discernible, I feel like. I do think the opening... I thought it was Moonrai. But Moonrai likes to not expand behind that. To really commit to breaking the Protoss expansion and then expanding. Noticed he likes to
He would have stayed on 2 base longer.
Yeah.
He is an aggressive man.
Yeah, shit, I don't know. I don't even know the pool of players that Ozzy was selecting. I feel like he's got some
no one does
in here.
Comedian Forever, I think it is pretty much open signups. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be like policing your MMR, but it's basically like generally like I think high B plus or high B and above is like recommended. But if you feel confident, I think you're free to sign up for a lot of these tourneys. I'm not sure if Ozzy is going to continue doing this tournament. I'm sure I mean, I know he has other stuff lined up for the future. Okay, poor Azhi. Yeah, from what Azhi has told me, it's a problem because he has to personally schedule for everyone. And personally, for myself, scheduling is the worst part of Brood War. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, BSL sounds fun, I want to play BSL, then it turns out like scheduling it is just such a frustrating experience. Like, I hate it, man. I hate it. Can't stand it. That's why I only play BSL like once every 2 years.
Beat Taryn. That's good enough. Comedian, you should join, man. Are you in the Discord already?
Ozzy does have a Discord. You don't have to be a player to join.
Yeah, join. Practice with us. Lots of games going on in there.
Nomad is always looking for people to play.
Yep. I think this toss is Nomad remap. You can fucking. Sorry, I think I'm at my limit for.
Yeah. Keep it.
For swear words. I haven't used any slurs yet.
I already took it over the line last game, so we gotta reel it back in.
How many slurs do I get?
You don't get any slurs. Don't use any slurs. What is wrong with you?
None slurs. All right. Fine. Remap, you can go straight to hell. All right.
That's not a slur, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't slur on him. Not this time. I'll get him later.
I hate it when I get slurred on.
Yeah, he does too. Nah, he loves it. He loves getting slurred. All right. Let's see. We've got Protoss. What's in the Protoss is doing? Let's see what his build is. All right. He went Zella first. I like that. He's getting a nice full scout. Let's see if he can get some. Got a Marine. It's pretty decent control.
Yeah, Dustin has a good point. If you're funny enough, you can do it, but you're not that funny, man. Sorry.
Shit. Yeah, that's true. What are we doing here? You definitely qualify, comedian. Just get in here, man. Come practice.
Oh, I thought you're saying I qualify because I'm that funny.
Oh,
so I can use slurs.
I would never, ever say that to you.
Oh.
Is he targeting the damaged Marines? I think he did, but I think he could have got a couple more. That's all right. Looks like Terran wasn't making SCVs during that exchange. He's got 18.
More signs pointing to Moonray. Wait a minute, this is Hazareth. What makes you say that, man, Shark?
Oh, thought he was gonna try to run by 2 goons.
Well, looks pretty standard so far. Little bit of action, but not too much of a disparity. Just Protoss is slightly ahead in workers.
Losing that first vulture is rough. Is he upgrading mines right now on that machine shop? Yeah, that sucks. Need that first one for vision to try to delay the Protoss third. Not great.
If you were in this Protoss's position, how would you be playing this out?
Jeez, I'd cancel that gas in the natural.
Oh, is that too soon?
Yeah, and I'd make a third, knowing that the vulture just got deleted off the map. I'd feel pretty good about taking a third, knowing that There isn't a mine there. There isn't any reason
Remap
that I
calling
could.
you out, man.
What did he say?
He read you like a book. He says Nomad would took third here right now and died to 3 tanks push.
Not your 3 tanks remap, all right? Maybe a better Terrans, but not yours, buddy.
Ooh,
Not yours.
sounds like some fighting words here. Maybe we need a best of 5 between you two pretty soon.
He's scared. He wouldn't do it.
I don't think Remap is scared. Remap is one of the most courageous people I know.
Going 1 base arbiter. Okay. There's
Well, it's
2
not.
base.
He's actually on 2 bases right now.
2 base. Pardon me.
It's easy to overlook.
Yeah, missed that whole 2nd base. That's all right.
There's a lot going on in StarCraft games. It's hard to keep track of it all.
It is hard. Did get a full scout with that observer. Saw every inch of the base.
You know, comedian made a good point. This might be exit.
It might be.
I think it's exit.
This might be worse versus exit.
Well, it might also be Goose versus exit.
It could very well be. That is true.
Because when I think of Goose's Protoss, this is usually what comes to mind. Good pro production, you know. Much better than his Zerg play. Did he get range? No, Goose does not play Protoss.
Yeah,
But his Protoss is probably still better than his Zerg.
He's got range. Do you think some of these players went off race for this?
I doubt it. Because there's a lot of money on the line. This is like life-changing amounts of money if you win this tournament. So I think everyone is bringing their complete A game. And, you know, who wants to lose to fucking Blitzcrank, man? It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that would. I guess I'd rather lose to Blitzcrank than Trundle.
Yeah. Blitzcrank is much more relatable, you know? I blitz my crank daily.
That you do, Keen. That you do. Do we have a armory? Is it spinning? Do we have? We do. Almost.
What's the prize pool? I think the prize pool is like $30,000 for first place.
$35,000.
10,000 for second place.
Keen, you weren't there when we came up with the funds, were you?
No, I wasn't, but I wish I was. It sounded like fun.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, we pooled together, I think $400, and then we gambled the shit out of it, and we turned it into 1,000 playing roulette, online roulette. It was amazing.
The most degenerate of gambling games.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Rather than just donating the 400 that we had secured, we're like, nah, let's run this shit up. And that's what we did.
And, you know, we're Broodor players, so we're blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Exactly. And then, you know, we can bring you these high... I mean, what would you call this event?
The highest level of foreign gameplay possible.
Yeah, extremely high level. just good old-fashioned fun Brood War.
Yeah, this is Brood War. This is the essence of Brood War. This is real Brood War. You know,
Yeah.
those Korean guys, like, sure, they have a lot of like optimization and like mechanics and strategy, and you know, they're smarter, faster, better looking than we are, but we have heart, man.
Yeah. And not 20 minutes before we ran up that 400 to 1,000, we all watched Remap lose $500 on blackjack. And I think it took him all of 3 minutes. It might have been the fastest I've ever seen anyone lose $500.
Well, you've never seen Moonrai play poker.
Oh shit. Might be why he's still kind of mad. But question for another time, guys. Another time.
Well, it looks like Protoss is in a pretty good position here.
This
As
is
we're
looking
talking
pretty
about-
good.
As we're talking
good.
about our degenerate gambling practices.
Yeah. I think.
I think
all his
Blitzcrank is
units
in
are
some
frozen.
trouble. Just a little bit of trouble.
Well, I guess while they were frozen, they couldn't be killed. So that was.
Yeah. I always feel really good when I'm playing Terran and my units with stasis, because then that means that they're completely safe.
Yeah. So he did have that kind of.
I don't know why Protoss like doing that.
Yeah. Get it. Oh,
Oh,
no,
shit.
no GG.
Oh, no GG.
Oh shit! It's exit.
Oh my gosh, I wish. Maybe it really is exit.
I think it's exit. It's exit versus worst.
That's crazy that exit played in every match tonight.
I know. Just amazing gameplay. I'm proud and honored that we could bring that to you guys tonight.
Yeah, I hope Azhi invites us on to cast again, because I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Are we done now?
Yeah, that's the last game for tonight. You guys are done.
All right.
Here's the updated bracket, guys. If you want to see it, I need to set up a bot on YouTube too. Sorry, guys, I don't have one over there for you, but you know, someday we will. But yeah, thanks to Keen and Nomad for showing up and casting for me. Thanks for Hawk for doing that first game as well, because as I mentioned, I knew who everybody was, and there is a 0% chance that I was not going to call people by name and ruin the entire tournament, so I need the help for sure.
Well, it was a pleasure to cast. And I love this tournament idea. It's so fun. I
Yeah,
cannot wait. Like I said earlier, I can't wait until the round of 8 when we have those actual interviews with the people.
Yeah, well, I still won't be able to show those till after the tournament ends, but yeah. That's kind of the thing about this whole tournament. It's like, it's fun and interesting, right? But the it's like a slow burn where you get rewarded like hardcore at the end. That's kind of how it's going to be. Yeah, the payoff is all at the end of it all. But I did take notes of who you guys were guessing the players were as well, so it'll be kind of fun to, when I'm revealing the players, be like, this is what the casters thought, and this is who it actually is.
Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's there's some funny stuff. Like I said, I know the answers, so for me, I see a lot of funny things going on here with what you guys are saying too. So
we already know the truth that it was exit. It was
Yeah,
just exit.
it's all worse than exit. So I don't know if you wrote that down or not.
you know, I didn't even realize it till we were doing that last game that I had Terran in every single series today. This was not intentional. It's just a total coincidence.
I'm personally happy about that because I'm really knowledgeable about Terran. So.
I know I had a Zerg and a Protoss player for games with 4 Terrans in it, so maybe not the best distribution of the games, but whatever. But all right, you guys are free to go. I can wrap up here. And thanks
Great.
again for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Later.
All right, see you guys. All right. That is going to do it for us here today. I'm just going to quickly go over things again real quick. Let me pull my stuff up here. So yeah, I just posted the bracket for you guys. If you enjoy what we're doing here, if you want to keep up with the tournament, as well as like other things we have going on, and I I have a Patreon as well where I've been posting all my videos separate. There's no paywall on it or anything. I ended up taking that off. So everything's kind of sorted out and going to be put over there. I'm going to get this VOD kind of cleaned up, and I'll release the videos throughout the night. So there won't be any delay on that if you guys want to watch the games back. As I said earlier, and for those of you that weren't here for it, and our casters kind of mentioned it, we are going to do kind of a guessing thing at the end. I will release the roster of players, and the viewers, you guys, the viewers, will have an option, or have a chance. I'll give you like 5-10 minutes. You can mix and match the players to the names and submit your guesses to me, and the top 2 guesses for the viewers will get a $15 little kind of payout there, and just something fun for you guys to kind of do. And then, so yeah, here's the Discord if you guys want to join. And then if you want to show any support at all, this is where you can send your support. This money goes directly into the tournaments. It does not go into my pocket or anything like that. It is going purely to fund more of these events and things like that. And also in the Discord, if you guys want to make suggestions for any ideas or events or things you'd like to see, we have a channel for that as well where you can kind of share that stuff with us. So yeah, that's going to do it here for the games today. Tomorrow we will be doing the rest of the round of 16. The start time will be the same, and then we're going to wrap up the round of 8 throughout the next week, and we'll get that cast for you guys next Monday. Yeah, that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the games. Like I said, I hope you had fun kind of guessing. That's kind of the whole point of it, right? And looking forward to sharing it all at the end. So thanks, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the games, and I'll catch you guys later. Get my voice again. Gonna raid, I guess Gypsy. We'll throw it over to Gypsy here. Why not? But appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.